Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you AEW Grand Slam from Australia tonight. No spoilers out there, folks. Make sure you keep your mouth shut if you know the answers. But that all being said, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to break it down. We're going to be here for all the action tonight. It's going to be a fun show. Get in that chat. Click all the buttons, like, share, subscribe. It's a day for lovers. Love the channel. And let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you AEW Grand Slam tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Lots to talk about, lots to get into, lots of exciting stuff in the IWC. So make sure you get in that chat, blow it up, and welcome. Other than that, me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours, so it's going to be a good one on a Saturday night. Hope everyone's enjoying their Valentine's Day, and if you don't know who we are, well, I'm Mr. Everynight KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Mr. Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, we're coming to you from a land down under. We've got ladder matches and number one contenders, and someone's going to be shaved bald here tonight. And it's not us, surprisingly.
We beat them to it. We started this trend. Don't let Ricochet fool you. It was definitely a here thing before it was a there thing.
Right. But overall, this is those shows where it's kind of a pay-per-view, but it's kind of a collision. Which do you really feel it falls more into?
Well, I mean, again, I think going back to, last year there was confusion. It was announced as a pay-per-view. Some believe that the ticket sales and such had the move venues, then it wasn't a pay-per-view, and we never really got a clear answer. This year was kind of similar, except nobody said the word pay-per-view, at least internally out loud from AEW. So at the end of the day, I mean, it's a special show. It's fun. It's cool. It's a reason for people to tune in to, Grand Slam, tune into AEW on a Saturday. So we'll see how it goes. The card looks great. I mean, again, a very quality card.
That's the thing, is the card kind of leans a bit heavier towards a pay-per-view, I would almost assume. Granted, now with the way Dynamite's been, but we've got a ladder match, we've got a continental title match, we've got a number one contenders match, we've got a world title match. Leans a little bit more than it's a very heavy-handed collision, if that's what it is.
Yeah, it feels more Title Tuesday than a Title Tuesday. Am I crazy? Like, it really feels like
Clash of Champions or whatever, which one they want to do.
So, yeah, I mean, again, I like the card. I like the people. I think the booking on this, I mean, again, if it's a mess and they don't deliver well and in between the matches is messy, there's going to be, some things to talk about. But ultimately, as we do on Wednesdays, we got all the hope for this one. It really should be good. I mean, there's not much on the card that I'm kind of, passe about. I mean, I don't care about this. Terrible start for examples, but I mean, this is what it is. I don't care.
I mean, is it how Toni Storm has fallen? She's gone from, pretty much almost the wrestler in the company, the top act, the top gimmick, even at least then the top women's wrestler. And now she's in mixed tags dancing in denim.
And it just feels like I always say there's a room for comedy in wrestling, and that's it. But it just feels like such a fall from grace for Toni. And I mean, in an attempt to, you want to keep Toni relevant, and I don't know if this is doing that. I don't know if we're accomplishing a relevant Toni Storm in this angle. Yuta has struggled to get over. Yuta has struggled to connect with the audience.
Marina Shafir's the most over out of this whole thing.
At this time, yeah. I mean, Orange Cassidy, I mean, again, it's great, Orange, that your shtick is hands in pocket, but now we're 6 years later, buddy. He's a one-trick pony. I used to advocate for him. Me and you have had battles about Orange Cassidy. He burned it down with a guy like Will Ospreay when they went one-on-one. Had a really great match with MJF the one night. I think it opened the show.
Right.
there's talent there, but he's doing the same shtick for as long as ever now.
Confucius say, "Man with hand in pocket feel cocky all day long." My guy. Has it gone a bit too far here? Like I said, to me, Marina Shafir's the top act out of this whole thing,
Yeah,
and
I
it should
mean,
be Tony Storm because Tony Storm is even was more over than Orange Cassidy ever was.
yeah, in a big way. I mean, there are the pocket out there. See what I did? The
Mhm.
pocket that were a big fan of what Orange can do and bring to the table, and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, yeah, Tony was the world champion multiple times. And again, I understand like you want to move her out of the title picture. That's fine. But you got like I think there's options that I don't know if this does it for her, but I digress because there is good stuff here, Nick. Like Hangman Andrade should be a good match. Whatever, I don't care about all the parameters around it. This should be a good match.
This will be a good match. I think we're getting the best Andrade, like, even better than when he was in AW initially. Far better than when he was in AW initially. Now, granted, the
Yep.
Callis family, you can have that, but
Yep.
his in-ring stuff is far and away, I think, the best we've seen outside of barely when he was in NXT. I would almost
Yep.
say, is it better than when he was in NXT?
No, not yet for me, but definitely better
Okay.
than AEW and WWE. Like NXT had a good run. I mean, he beats Drew, and you actually saw him wrestle. That's the amazing part about some talent. Like for Andrade, let him wrestle. Like he didn't wrestle enough in AEW. He didn't wrestle enough in WWE. You know, yeah, the gimmick's good, and you want to sell the story of who he is, and but if he doesn't get in the ring all the a good amount of time and show us, then what does it matter?
He was
Great.
getting over in WWE with Fenix and when he was teaming with Carmelo and all that. And then it kind of just it went away so quickly and it took so long to even get it going.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. So, all those in the stairs, promos and packages, it all got weird. So I'm glad he's back. If they're going to use him, he's in the main event scene, which is good for him. He's a good guy, and you know, again, he's one of the bigger guys out of the group, which is good. But he delivers good matches. He's a talented worker if you let him work. So I'm happy to see it. And again, it's kind of I mean, it's a number one contenders match, so we're trying to keep that upper tier of AEW kind of hot. So we'll see what happens.
Right. And we've got the women's tag match. I know we've got
We
like
got
5 minutes
five
before the
minutes. We
show
got to say hi
starts.
to the people. But
Last thing I'll say with this is that most of the time when you win an eliminator match, you don't win the actual championship match.
facts. I mean, it's almost a precursor to losing, and I
Right.
don't know if that's the right choice. We'll find out. We'll see what happens tonight. Tag match with the women. It's going to be good. Moxley Takeshka. I'm going to shit all over this. You guys know Nick's here to soften the Moxley abuse.
It'll be nice. It'll be, and this will be probably the match that I think I didn't realize it was a ladder match until today.
Yeah,
Of this
crazy.
will steal the show.
It's going to steal the show. It's going to be an outstanding match. The women's tag match probably going to follow it, which is hilarious. Unless you put it in the main event spot, yet
No,
remains to be seen, but I highly doubt it. Fletcher's good. Mark's good. This is the 7th time. So we're assuming no matter what happens, this is it. So long, farewell. We're fucking done with this.
best of 7 series, but I don't know if it's really been like a 3-3 split going through this. I feel like it's been more like a 5-2 or so.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, fact checkers out there. Is it 3-3 between these two right now? I know
Yeah, because
Briscoe's got two,
if it is, I doesn't feel like it. I'll say that.
right? Brody King, MJF, the scarf carriers get out of the woodwork. This should be a good match. Very interesting. Lots to talk about as it comes to that. But we're here. We're here. Top 3 from last night. Spaz, Mega, and Richard. Let's
Richard.
go. But I'm gonna rapid fire. So if I don't read out your question, feel free to repeat it. If Nick catches anything of substance or super importance, I shouldn't say it like that. He will click it. But other than that, I see Zach back at it. National Filled Chocolates Day. Pause. This would be filled
Oh
chocolates.
yeah, why can't my guy just say Happy Valentine's Day, National Valentine's Day? I don't know, like say that,
Just say that. Looking forward to Brody King versus MJF. Absolutely. Damien Ken's with us. Bonkers with us. Ronan back in the house. Happy bloody Valentine's Day. I don't know why you got to say it like that, Mega. What the hell? Ken, good to see you. Let's go. Byron Clay. Let's go. Nyers back in the house. Ken Rock, I see you. Jose back causing trouble as always. Daniel Berry, sports highlights. Love it. Cherokee George, Jake, Jose again. Dun dun dun. Ronan, Ricky, Swimmy, Swami, Swanson, Chris, let's go. I just yell out names that are usually here. I don't see
Well, no,
MVP
I was
yet.
going to say, well, I don't want to completely throw you off, but Isaac, what up? I saw Spock's evil clone saying, I think Mrs. Evil Clone secretly knows when every AEW show is because she seemingly books us something every event.
Right. Yeah, we got to go. I mean, what are the odds that it's Valentine's Day? So hopefully you're feeling a little bit of love for the channel, a little bit of love for the AEW. But hey, I mean, you're going to get
Right.
dragged
Well, I
away.
think Sean was out there saying he wasn't going to be able to listen even to the stream because the weekend's going to be playing all night long. You know, little D'Angelo.
Right.
Yeah. Make the neighbors know my name. My
Right.
name. Nair, what up, wrestling friends and foes? I hate that the spoilers are out, but I'm still going to watch. Yeah, we're a spoiler-free zone, and you got to just start swatting them bitches away.
Yeah.
You can't open your phone all day.
Yeah, and I didn't. That was my favorite part. It was I had a very busy day, but the trade-off for a night where maybe I shouldn't be here. A busy day, of good times and positive news and fun stuff and dinners and flowers and love. So yes, I don't know anything about this show. I did not see Twitter. I don't know anything. So let's go.
Most of this man's nose is Australia, but
I encourage everybody once in a while go touch some grass, come back. The wrestling's more fun.
Right. I like this stuff from Jose real quick of what's Mario's favorite type of pants? Denim.
Denim. That's good.
That's a clever one. But Spaz with a $10 super chat. You or I want to read this one?
I gotta find the show.
Fair enough. I got welcome to the ploy to get people to actually watch Collision. LOL. Hands up if you are here for the boys, not the mud. Huge thank you to everyone that came out to the hangout last night. All love. Shout out Spaz. Appreciate you, my guy.
Let's go. Thank you, Spaz. So I'm a little concerned that the Olympics are gonna fuck up my coverage, and I gotta go to the Victon.
I got YouTube TV out here, so I got right now a Maker's Mark commercial. Hashtag not sponsored.
Maker's Mart.
Mark Whiskey.
Oh, Mark Whiskey. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah. Why is that not tied into wrestling?
Right. Mark's Whiskey. Let's go, folks.
I have the crowd shot right now. So I guess you'll play the catch-up game, but
I will play some catch-up in the I'll be right with you as I just have to switch.
You are good, sir.
Good times playing the where do I watch my wrestling tonight game?
Where be the wrestling tonight?
Where be the wrestling?
There's so many goddamn apps and streaming platforms. Trust me, I had the whole crash out last night because of freaking TNA Plus. But so we're starting off with Moxley versus Takeshita.
Oh my God. Are you kidding? Let's go.
Well, I don't know if you froze or if I'm froze or what here.
I froze and I look hilarious. Can you hear me?
It's just I'm talking to.
Can you
Fighting
hear
Frizzy's
me?
at 11.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, you could hear you the whole time. So it was just perfect. If you were just while you were adjusting, you were just like, oh, we'll be right back.
I look
like a ventriloquist. He's talking in his mouth as a moving. He's Harley Cameron.
Son of a bitch.
No, now you're back, and now you're.
Am I back again?
You'll go in and out. You'll go in and out for a split second.
Fuck my life.
You're fine right now. You're fine right now. You're good. You're treating like boss.
Looking like Baby Yoda's older brother. Just what are we doing? Hit it again, KJ. Let's go.
See, but that was perfect. It was perfect. It worked. It worked, my guy, because you were handling stuff, so you didn't have to go away. You just put up, we'll be right back.
That is jokes. Oh, I gotta fix this. I'll be right back, sir.
You're good. Jose with the KJ Dunham. Does that make me peanut pause? I don't need to think about where this man's putting his hands. But so we are kicking off with the Continental Championship match between Takeshita and Jon Moxley. Again, no spoilers, but this is a match to me that is like, if not main event Dynamite, is 100% a pay-per-view level match, because you have Moxley, who is he actually a babyface, or is he just Captain Rah-Rah here? Because the Death Riders are still heels. Takeshita is still technically a heel, but you kind of expect him at some point to leave the Don Callis family, I would assume. So is he going to end up being a babyface? And he's so goddamn talented. He pretty much should be a babyface. He will be the face of your company by the end of 2026, I would assume. Or very much in the strongest contention for it. Like, he's a guy who could take on MJF tomorrow. Is this pay-per-view Cooper? No, it is AEW Collision, but it's also, they have it listed as Collision Sydney, but everywhere else it has been Grand Slam Australia 2026. As I pull this up, there we go. But yes, folks, let me know. I'll still even ask you who you think wins this match and everything. Even if you know all the spoilers, you can look like a genius if you want, but KJ looked like a character from the Labyrinth. Hey, oh. Word, I'm gonna go put on my. There you go. Well, Cooper, you got us, and then you got that on TV, so you can even just mute them, and we'll be your alternative commentary. See, of course, KJ is gonna miss the Moxley match. I think he's starting to do this intentionally now. I'm just gonna come back when the match is over. Call it a super collision. Takeshita for the win. That's who I want to win. Moxley still works as a heel. Like, I don't get what John Moxley is right now. The Continental Championship thing would still be fine if he was the heel version, but him supposedly the babyface to some people out there is where I get thrown off out here. Because he still does all the heel tendencies. It's not like he changed up his character or his gimmick or anything to reflect that he's a babyface. Shoulder barges back and forth. AR1, I thought it was a PLE. Was it shown earlier today? That's the surprising thing. There was no live stream anywhere of it. You couldn't get a VIP in and watch it this way. You couldn't do HBO Max it. If you were there, you saw it. You are the only ones that have any video and proof of this until right now. So there better be no production issues. There better be no flaws out here. But yeah, there was no way to watch it earlier live that I'm aware of. I never understood why Dynamite wasn't on TNT. The synergy is there. Just a wee bit, my guy. Could you do Collision on TBS then? Switch them around? I hate Mox's hoopy. He's a badass, my guy. He's got to have he is a 1990s, early 2000s bully. That's exactly the attire and aesthetic he goes for. He's watched Fight Club one too many times. That's a sus position to be in. Terrell, what up, my guy? Frankie, Mox doesn't sell moves, walks around like he owns it. Yeah. There is something there with Moxley, though. Like, I don't even know right now how to think of a word to describe it. But there is just something. He would fit so much more in like old ECW. He's more Sandman than he is Stone Cold. That's kind of the thing, I feel. Sign in the crowd says too many belts. They have like 4 mid-card titles, at least, just for the men. Just for the men. And not even including Ring of Honor. That's just like Dynamite and Collision. KJ Nick, does this lead to Alpha Takeshita versus Okada at Revolution? That's the kind of the feud that I thought they were going to do for the longest time, and it feels like they've kind of cooled off or walked away from it a bit. You've seen more interactions, I think, with Okada and Fletcher than you have with Takeshita and Okada, which is odd, because I think it was all the way back to World's End that I thought that's when they were going to be doing that feud. Where Moxley won the Continental Championship. So I don't know. I still want to see that match, but I also, at this point, I want to see babyface Takeshita, see him get in the true main event scene. Like, have him be there versus Kenny, have him be there versus Swerve, a Hangman, and MJF. Moxley's let Moxley play gatekeeper in the mid card. Let him go face fucking Okada again because of goddamn Callis family. Do that. Not saying I want that, but that'll be right. What I fucking do. I want more AEW. Athena needs to just be freed from Ring of Honor, or is she just being protected by not going up? And I say that in like, they will fumble the out of her if she actually goes up to the main roster. Moxley with a dive. Oh, he went highish on that dive. Takeshita did his best to try and keep him from just eating all on his face and neck. But Athena needs to be called up. Athena should be a world champ. Athena should be out there challenging Statlander to see who's going to face Tekla right now, I feel, instead of just toiling away in Ring of Honor. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, because Ring of Honor does still have talent. She is still phenomenal, but it feels like you're playing in the G Leagues the whole time when you could be out there in the NBA. That kind of, I guess, comparable, perhaps. Want to see Shafir bald like G.I. Jane. That's my prediction for that match. She's going to go full G.I. Jane mode, and especially we're going to end up seeing, that Shaggy Dog Yuta end up bald, I feel. And they'll do it too. They'll do some like goofy, like fucked up haircut too and everything, at least for the live. Because do you do it right there in the ring, or do you like they show up next week bald? As both men fighting on the outside right now. Moxley trying to be the AEW version of ECW's Raven a bit. Yeah, I see you with that. I still think he thinks he's like Stone Cold Steve Austin a bit. But he's just bald and an asshole. Scooby, what up? Scooby Dooby Doo. Vitamins for you. Moxley into the barricade. Oh, big boot. And hey, they actually showed it close on the camera and didn't cut away. Now, I know that there's been the whole discussion about how tickets were going for this event and everything, but to me, it still looks like it's a pretty packed out venue. I know they now kind of almost annually go down to Australia, but ring doesn't look any smaller. It still looks like a decent crowd to me. Of maybe they learned from some of their past mistakes, their past trips down there. And hey, I think it was Eric who brought it up earlier in the chat of we're not out here watching this at like 11 o'clock like I think we were last year. Did you guys do a prediction? Bash, we asked the chat of we're not doing the polls or the predictions titles or anything like that because, again, no spoilers. People like to ruin things. But I think Takeshita wins here. I don't know. I think half the chat's been kind of more Moxley-ish. I don't know. But yeah, I need a clump of hair cut out. There you go. They got to at least like some buzz cuts. Philip John Moxley is the worst wrestler in any company. Hi, Nick. I am Hi, Nick, but I don't know. Worst wrestler, no, but it's also like all the Observer Network awards of Jey Uso's the most overrated, and John Cena was the biggest draw.
Worst wrestler for sure. Worst wrestler for
sure. The voice of God comes back out here. I was starting to think you were out here intentionally missing this match, my guy.
No,
out there just fucking with wires of I'm not going to watch this shit.
No, I'm telling you, the powers that be are trying to hack my system and slow me down here because they know I'm about to go on a Moxie tirade. He sucks.
I'm in picture, and then just get technical. And now you giving me the curse of technical difficulties because I have picture, and I literally just have static, like the color grading. We'll be right back. Shit.
Yeah.
For what's supposed to be the match, I see.
Mm-hmm. Now, I made the assumption in Canada that it would be on TSN when it usually is on, but it is not. It has been bumped for everything and anything. So this is not there, which is weird because it's the usual time slot for Collision. I don't know if there's Canadians out there want to verify that. Maybe I missed where it is. But I do have it up now, which is good. And I'm watching Moxley do his usual bullshit. And he makes everyone that he wrestles look worse than they are.
See, I swear to you, I have picture in picture, and then where the match should be, I just have PCR 20, rainbows of
No
colors and
way.
shit like that, and
Yeah,
then
look,
Techwood Studios. Like I have no actual action right now. I basically just have commercials.
Mox broke picture in picture with his bad wrestling. Mox fucked up my stream. Mox is okay. I'm
This
getting
is what I
picture.
said right before you came back. How do you have technical difficulties on a pre-recorded show? There was no live feed of this beforehand. There should be
Right.
no fuck up here.
So then it's a TNT issue or a Max issue.
I'm on TNT with the YouTube TV, so they just said okay, and just went straight to commercials. So yeah, that how do you have issues on a pre-recorded show?
Right. Saturday Night Slam with KJ and Nick. Let's go.
Dun,
Um,
dun.
yeah, man. Like I'm in picture right now, so I don't know if that means I'm still going or I'm way behind you.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, my guy.
But that's interesting for sure. Yeah, Mox broke it.
Yeah, well, and I know you say worst in the world and all this and that, but you've been here a bit more than I with the dynamites and everything. But has he done anything? And I do mean anything to actually be a babyface
No.
outside of that one rah-rah speech.
Apparently, according to the tribalists and Moxley and Tony Khan, just getting beat up a lot or losing a lot makes you a babyface if you're a bad guy. So he went on a losing streak and sulked about it, and the fans felt pity for him. And then he won the CC and he gave a rah, I love AEW. So everybody loves him now. That's all it was. But apparently, in their definition of just be a loser, that's how you become a babyface. Like, and if you look on their roster, all their baby faces get whooped all the fucking time. Um, so that's kind of how they fell into this. He's still kind of in a heel faction. They still do cheat. Like he just poked Takeshita in the eye. Like he's still being heel-ish, but he, I don't know. He sucks so bad. The Death Riders has been terrible. It's awful. I don't know what to tell anyone out there. It's bad.
Z-Man, what up, boss? And I think Moxley's been pretty good this year. Not sure what you guys are watching.
I'm watching the fucking wrestling, and he's fucking brutal. He sells nothing. He does nothing. It's garbage. He puts nobody over. All his matches are the same. It's terrible shit.
I'm back from commercial, and I've got Moxley right now, or I've got Takeshita fighting up out of a headlock, elbows to Moxley's midsection.
Mm-hmm. I have the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Not Eddie Kingston, the actual one.
No, fuck you. Fuck you.
I can say that because I'm chubby.
Bash, I'm on cable. Yeah, so cable, I think, US cable just had picture in picture and then just went to commercial.
Yeah, no, quick shout out. I skipped over because all the chaos. Just Spaz, I literally had to get it on a VPN, so I had to go backdoor. Pause. It is Valentine's Day.
I mean, it is Valentine's Day.
If you're ever going to take a swing.
Today is the
day. Depends. The flowers better been good, motherfucker.
Right? Yeah, so Spaz finally got you there. Michael, this is really bad look for AEW Collision. I mean, I think this is a great look for Collision. I think it might have been Spaz who said it before of, is this a way to just try and help boost the Collision's numbers? Because it's not a pay-per-view. It's not a Grand Slam. It's not even a special show. It's just Collision.
Right. As yeah, it's interesting that way. I mean, the Australian crowd's good. I mean, it's good visual. If you are catching this show, it looks good, sounds good. It's super bright. A lot of times they have the lights down. Mm-hmm. So this is nice. It's nice to see this. Takeshita can really wrestle. Moxley can't.
We at least can agree fully that Takeshita should be the guy that comes out of this. Like Takeshita is the guy that should be, I think, in the main event scene. I feel.
Yes, 100%, man. You got Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita really being anchored back by the Callis shit. Takeshita is a guy that could really push a good champion, right? The fans would get behind Takeshita.
Right.
If MJF was picking on him and jumping him and talking shit about him, and he just keeps showing up and trying to win, and MJF keeps cheating him,
you would believe that Takeshita could win.
Yeah, for sure. Why not? The guy's a horse, man. He's a beast.
Nay, whoa.
No,
I've got trading forearms right now.
I have both men in the corner setting up a back scratch.
Okay, so you're a little bit behind, so
Okay.
I can pause or how we want to play
You
this here.
want to? Yeah, we get a little closer. Get a little closer now.
Fair enough. As
Yeah, I'm like a minute.
yeah, let me know when you get. I think it's either a neck breaker or a DDT. If Moxley hits a big move to Takeshita and then is
Mhm.
fired up, it's not the power bomb.
How do you feel about wrestlers running around jacking other wrestlers' moves and everybody just does everybody's moves? Like Moxie's been bad for it. Nice. I just got the power bomb and a pin. 1, 2. So yeah, I'm definitely behind.
Yeah, you're good. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I mean, is it really jacking? There's certain stuff like a Styles clash.
A stomp.
Sometimes there's a stomp. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Seth even said he jacked it. It's still one of those. I
Yeah,
mean, a
that's
pedigree
true.
when it's super, when it's a finisher or something like that,
Mhm.
it's a little different. But I mean, everybody does a fucking super kick. Everybody does a spear.
True. Right? Like, I mean, there's certain things. I got the exchange of forearms.
Okay,
What
let
the
me know. Like
fuck?
I said, if Moxley hits like a neck breaker, a DDT, death threat, or something, and then pops up and fires up.
I hate these forearm spots. I fucking hate them, bro. There's the
Keldon
cover. Go, go,
Johnson
go,
from
go. Green light,
okay,
green light, green light.
Keldon Johnson from the Heat won the slam dunk contest. The KJ won. KJ's winning all the way around out here.
Yeah, man. It feels like it lately.
Yeah, you got Kalani Jordan out there. You got Kiana James. You're living the KJ life, my guy.
Yeah, man. Be a KJ.
I got them on the apron.
Oh, speaking of
Stomp on the
stomps.
apron.
Yeah, we're equal.
There, we're perfect. We figured it out. We figure out our technical issues faster than they figured out their technical issues, motherfucker.
Right. And Boston made a joke about slipping a troll by me. To be honest, you kind of did. In the heat of the moment, I saw your comment and I'm like, fuck Moxley. So you kind of got me with a little sneaky jab there, Boston.
You got you. You got you. You got you. You got you.
Save a
Save a
horse,
horse, ride a
ride a
KJ. Pause.
KJ. Yeah, kind of a one rider kind of guy.
You got Space Mountain, my guy. You got a one seater.
Sorry to let you down, Rick. Oh, another stomp.
1, 2. Now, Bulldog Choker, you playing into Moxley doing the stomp now all of a sudden because masked man.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if me and you are friends and I do the stomp as a finisher, like it's like almost a special finisher, but it's a lot of times a finisher, and then you use it twice or 3 times in every match
It's a transition move for you.
transition, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, can you kind of back off on that a little? That's kind of my thing. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like the man does a full out fucking cutter, and it's just another one of it. All his move sets are is other people's finishers and forearms. Tell me a Moxley move outside of bleeding, eye poking, and biting.
Outside. Fight outside. Trash can.
Right? This match could be a draw. Moxley's so bad.
Yanking
Facts.
away on Takeshita's arm, but foot on the rope. Why was All Star Saturday Night so early? Yeah, it started at 5
Did
on
it really?
clock. Yeah, like I already missed the 3-point competition. For anyone who doesn't know, Damian Lillard won the 3-point competition. Who hasn't played in the NBA at all this year?
Lillard's still doing it. Like, fuck.
All he had to do was just sit there and post up and shoot threes, my guy. It's not like the dunk competition.
Right? Again, this is honestly, if you're watching this match right now, and I hope if you love AEW and you're watching this match and you can hear me, you watching another forearm spot. Are you really into it? Look, then he no sells the high suplex.
Another high suplex.
Yeah. Oh,
That's good night.
No way.
2 count.
That's my question. Is just Nick. I don't want to bag on everything. Like again, we're getting moments, some false finishes. The fans are really behind both guys, really, which is odd. But like they stop the match for these forearm spots, and they're boring.
It just slow it down. Slow it way down.
Oh
Like
shit!
every
Another
time you feel like a
suplex.
moment would be building up into we're getting towards the finish, like this is a 20-minute time limit of every time you think it's firing up, they slow down.
Right. Let's go. Let's go. 2 count. Vindication for Trey. Stolen Cobra. Mickey James returns. Jody is number one contender. Macklin came back in full swing. Leon continues to be the guy. There you go. That's the rundown of TNA last night.
That is no surrender in under 140 characters, I feel.
Facts. And a $5 donation. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We love you.
Right. But Death Rider
Now,
was
go ahead. Another Near
I was
Fall.
gonna bring up how, since we were talking about Zacobras and everything, of how Ariana Grace has gotten a lot of flack online of now a Knockouts champion, and you've seen a lot of people that and flack is just more people aren't like, can we not with this? And then everyone's like, oh my God, how dare you say anything negative about it? It's like, but I mean, come on. What are we doing?
I don't see the problem. And here's a funny question for everybody. If y'all don't care about TNA because it's garbage and we don't care and blah, 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 how is all of y'all have an opinion on who the champion is? How did that happen? If you're not watching,
but we sure give a about who's champion.
Came out of the woodwork, right? Like, I never watched this show. It's shit. Why would they put the belt on her?
See, but this is why I'm saying we and our audience and everything can speak on it because we've been here. We've been here.
True. I like Ariana and I like what happened, so I'm okay with it.
To me, it wasn't a great match, and it's like you traded a soul for a soul. Stacks lost the belt to Trey, so his other half has to get a belt. You can't just leave NXT behind a little bit.
Now, back to this match real quick, Nick, sorry. But both
30 seconds remaining, so this is going to go to a draw.
Of course it is. And Moxley
has clothesline, though.
Kicks out at one. Returns fire.
They're going to go crazy for 30 seconds here, though.
Yeah. They're going to go
You're going to run this back, and you're going to do no limits. Reverse trigger to the back of his neck. 1, 2 count. Can't get the limp body up. The one time Moxley sells, it saves his ass and ends up in a draw because Takeshita couldn't get his dead body up.
I listen. Everyone's heard me on the record beat this drum. I will say there was a chunk of that match where the crowd was super into it, and I actually thought like the ending of that match was actually good to me. Like the back and forth, the way they did it. I actually like that's when you fire up and no sell that adrenaline. The two sluggers throwing at the end of the fight, right? Like you
do that more though. Do that more. Do that the last 3 minutes of the match, not the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, and don't do it all the time. Don't never sell. Sell so when you don't sell, it matters. But I thought that match. I think if I'm being fair, that match has to get some love. I think it has to.
And now both men are selling that they're pissed off that they didn't win because it ends in a draw. Now we're going to get a rematch. I assume that's going to be no time limit, some stip or whatever.
Which is fine.
But it shows they can go because Moxley can do the hard hitting stuff and everything.
Yeah.
But is he petitioning for another like 5 minutes?
Of course.
But do that last 30 seconds for the last 3 minutes or so of the match, the last minute and a half even.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, overall, and Moxley, here we go. More, let's just keep. But I like this now because now it feels heated. It feels like two competitive guys.
Falcon Arrow.
I'm okay. I listen to the crowd. I always say, Nick, if the crowd's into it, I got to give it some love, and I think it would be very indicative of how other people critique the wrestling. I feel like there was parts of that where actually I kind of got into.
We've come around, and it's on that day KJ's heart grew 3 sizes on Valentine's Day.
If I say the back half of that match was completely garbage, people call me out on being just kind of hating at that point. I don't like Moxley. I don't. And maybe seeing like, okay, there are moments that this guy can actually, but to me, there's this lack of disrespect, this lack of I don't give a fuck about anyone but me. And that's what always kind of comes across
I'm
for
gonna
me
get
with
my
Moxley.
shit over.
Yeah. So like I said, the ending with him kind of like getting amped, it's Griffin and Bonner kind of just swinging right to the final bell.
That's
That
a
to me is
perfect
cool.
comparable. Now people are gonna get mad because UFC, TKO, everything goes back to WWE. But
Oh,
no, I know, but I'm just joking. But it
right.
was very much that same kind of level of all right, last you hear the last little like at the end of a round in a UFC
Yeah.
fight, you got like 10 seconds to just start swinging.
Yeah. Right.
Are we going
Okay. So
into the ladder match? Good God.
the ladder match is the second match of the night. Giddy up. Giddy up. Ariana now wearing Stacks pants in the family. Let's go. Thank you for that one. 50-50 booking a little bit. So Anthony, welcome to the chat, sir. I almost
Yeah.
feel like I gotta show up and argue with Anthony about Ariana on Thursday. Like, Christ. Not happy. Not happy. Anthony's not happy.
Well, he's, the OG, triple OG when it comes to TNA. But I mean, it's just of having another. Oh, so that was just a video package for
Oh,
the
okay.
ladder match. So we're not getting the ladder match. But is it one of those of can we stop having NXT have TNA belts now for a
No.
little bit? A little bit?
Why?
Why
They're doing
not?
good things. Yeah, but why would we stop it? They're still doing, they got their international belt back. I mean, that's cool.
A soul for a soul. So that's your
Soul for a
trade there.
soul.
I mean, I at least like that they tied it into the weekly show because she won with using the Cobra, which she stole on
Yeah.
the show. So
Yeah.
you got to watch the show to get the full context of it. I'll give her
Absolutely.
that. But she hasn't really wrestled a ton, and I don't want to Philly foo on the girl, but
She's good though. She's
she's
really
not,
good.
5 stars in the Tokyo Dome or
She's a
anywhere
really
even
good
near that.
wrestler. Like she's a good young talent in the ring. She can really wrestle.
But we don't ever
And
see it. We don't ever
and
see it.
we've seen it quite a bit over the last little bit, especially with being on TNA.
This is
But
like her first match in like months, my guy.
has it been? Oh, well, I mean, overall with her personality, she's getting over. Like, I mean, she does what she does, and she does it well. I think I got no problems with her on the come up.
Fair enough. Well, to follow up on Anthony, to put it plain, I was cussing and I don't do that at all.
Facts. So I'm curious. It's good.
Ariana should be allowed to use the Cobra. If she is not, then Natty is not allowed. The sharpshooter solo can't use the spike. No one's saying she couldn't use it. I was saying that it was tied into when she stole literally the Cobra sock and everything.
Okay, I was like, are the fans mad that she used the Cobra?
No, they're just mad because she's the comedy gimmick and everything a little bit because she hasn't wrestled that much because she hasn't been put over as an actual work rate or like been in ring or anything, hasn't been around there. Work rate wasn't the right term. But it feels like that soul for a soul kind of thing of Stacks. Did you freeze up again? But Stacks, gives his belt back to Trey, but then so we've got to have Xia Li lose her belt to Ariana.
Yeah, I think I froze.
You're back now.
Am I? But
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But let me see. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think again, she's a young talent. She's coming up. She's worked her way through an actual storyline on TNA, going back and forth. She was the ambassador. She played this whole angle with her dad. I mean, again, I think in a world where especially TNA needs some new knockouts talent, she's good. She's better than a lot of the other kind of people in her class or kind of bracket, I guess.
Well, I mean, a Rosemary, not even
Rosemary. I mean, come on. I'd give it
a
to
Tessa
Ariana.
Christ Almighty, a Jody Threat.
Oh, come on.
Danny Luna
Ariana over Jody Threat. Are you kidding me? Again, those are old guard. Move on. Somebody new.
But I'm saying actual TNA talent instead of NXT talent, and you are frozen, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now you're back. I thought the match. Nope. I thought the match was fine. It was good, actually, but we haven't had a TNA wrestler versus TNA wrestler feud for the Knockouts title since May of last year. That's beyond terrible. Those are Anthony's words, not mine, but I agree with him.
And that's fine. And that's not Ariana's fault. And I do think it is partly because there is a bit of a lack of Knockouts talent there. Right now, we're seeing it kind of, they lost a lot. It's not their fault. And I'm not saying there's no talent there. I like Xia Li. I like, Ash and what she can do with the Elegance brand. I like, Tasha Steeles. I just don't, I think that's part of why they've been putting it on the NXT girls. I don't know.
Fair
That
well,
is a different issue.
MDB says, what talent does TNA have in the Knockouts division? I think they had a whole battle royal. Amara Sade as Knockouts champion.
Ariana Grace is a better wrestler and better promo than whatever the fuck.
Jakara Jackson, is that what you were trying to say? Mara Sade,
because
you can't remember her TNA name?
No, I can't. It's terrible.
I still wish she was in WWE, but I have the women's tag match starting right now. Is it so? What is Bane and Penelope's actual tag team name? Meg Bane or whatever.
They called them
Mega Babes.
Mid Mad, Pin Mad.
You can have that. Not even what I'm mad at.
Mega Bad. That's a terrible name for a tag team.
It's so bad because you can't remember it.
Right? Mega Bad. I think you just told us the whole story up front.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Here comes Mega Bad. What the fuck? Who named this
Mega
team?
Mind.
All right, Mega Bad. Setting the bar real high. The expectations are huge right now.
Now, is this just interesting and not... Well, yeah, it's going to be a full slate on one company of WWE. The top tag team in wrestling right now is their women's tag division. AEW just introduced women's tag teams and the championships and everything. And it feels like they have had zero real plans for them. And just, we've got it, so we got to use it. We said we were going to do it, so you got to do it now.
Yeah, a little bit. Now, real quick though, just on the Ariana thing, not to circle back, but it was bugging me a little. She's already had 3 matches in 2026. She had 3 matches in December, 3 matches in November, 5 matches in October. She's wrestling more than most fucking people. So this idea that we never see her wrestle, I just want to say,
were those televised matches or were they house show matches?
She's still wrestling, but the last 3 were televised for sure.
Fair enough.
I can't speak to the other ones.
But you can speak to this with Spaz with $10. People from TNA. Joe Hendry has been in the Rumble. He was in the semi main of Mania with Orton. The mid Mania is the NXT champion. Alexander, respectfully a better wrestler, is the 175th Callis fan member. Oh, Josh Alexander. I was like, wait, how did we go? I was thinking Cedric for some reason.
Right. I mean, again, I think the deal works out for sure. And again, we talked a lot about what's happened with AEW and TNA talent. I think it almost feels like they get signed just to get benched, just so we can say, we did it.
Well, now if we want to say this as the women's tag match is going on of Royce to 5'9" Keys, dark match on SmackDown. But because they had the main event set up and everything, and everyone's, can you believe they had this guy debut at the Royal Rumble and then just use him on main event? They've already fumbled him. They just signed him out of spite. They're just being petty bitches.
I'm going to put this politely. Anybody has said that out loud recently over the last 24 hours, you're fucking dumb. Straight up dumb. You don't get it. Practice makes perfect. And I know he came from a world where the wrestlers book themselves in indie shows, or they don't, that's their practice, or they don't practice at all, Nick. But truthfully, the idea that they're trying to get this guy ready, they're trying to groom him. And I hate that word nowadays, but
you can't say that. You can't say that.
They are
mold. Is that better?
Mold. They are molding him. So again, I think a lot of people inflate some of the talent. Yes, they give him a really nice intro at Rumble. But the last thing if they throw him out on SmackDown and the guy trips over his fucking shoelaces, the internet's going to eat him up. So they're going to try. Look how patient they were with Jade. they're gonna make sure they put the time and effort into their investment.
He has a dark match with Frazier before SmackDown, which means he's probably going to end up on that brand. He's doing the podcast with Steph. I think they did they not do a video segment for him?
Yes,
it might have been last week.
Mhm.
So they've done a bit of promotion for him. They're not just because they're not throwing him right in the fucking bucket out there that everybody's like, oh my God, they gave up already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and right now, if you are wondering, the tag titles are on the line as Willow throws both members of Megabad into the ring. That's, I mean, again, I don't like, I think people blow shit up. It's a dark match. You're not supposed to know about it.
But Twitter, my guy.
It's a dark match. Like, it is him developing. It means nothing.
Also, though, because people turn around and spun it because they had the main event ring apron and everything.
So
he's on main event.
So you got to start somewhere, bro. And they don't realize when talent come in from TNA and talent comes in from NXT, unless you're an exception or you've been there before, you're climbing the ladder. And again, if he does 2 months of straight main event matches to kind of figure some things out, learn about the TV program, and go over with a small pocket of the audience before he comes up and debuts full time, I'm all for it.
Everybody's had a new job before, right? Even if you go from even if you work from one company and you shift to a different location that was still within the same company, you still have that little bit of training. You still have, oh, whoa, this is how we do stuff over here and everything like that. This is where we're going for this. Of you can do this over there. Of this is where the camera's going to be here. All of that. Everybody has a little bit of the tryouts of not even exactly the tryouts, but that onboarding process. And I think that's what this is with Royce.
Yeah, I think I'm frozen.
No, you're back now. You keep going. You're thawing, my guy. You're thawing. Okay. Spaz with a $5 super chat. Fake news today that Oba is going to win the Andre and Elias getting the Lesnar match. I'd heard that, not that exact detail, but I know we talked about this on Friday of LA potentially with Lesnar.
Sorry, LA with Lesnar? I don't get it quite. Like, I don't. Yeah.
Well, that's what Spaz was saying of fake news that Oba's going to win the Andrade, and then LA with Lesnar. A bit of me thinks short-term team of Oba and Keys. No, you're going to get the Brock Lesnar Oba match. They're building that up. They're building Oba to be the next big thing.
Yeah. And again, Oba's another guy. Am I frozen again?
Do you need to do the thing?
It looks like I'm stuck. So I apologize, folks. I don't know what the hell's happening here tonight. I'm pretty sure the chat can confirm that I'm glitchy in the.
Well, I see KJ is appearing in AI tonight. You'll be there, and then you go, and then you come back, and then you're good, and then you go.
Yeah. I know you were about to take your pause for the cause, but let me do a refresh before I'm frozen alone.
You're good, my guy.
Never let go, Jack.
I was asking. Never be frozen alone, especially on a Valentine's Day. That's a terrible situation to be in. Frozen alone.
Yeah. I will be back in a jiffy.
KJ is being hacked. But I'm in commercial break right now as the hack attack is back. KJ is getting that Shiloh Hill treatment. The One Tree Hill. But yeah, Oba versus Brock is the match to have, is the match to be easy for me. Of they are setting up Oba as an absolute monster. I think they've had him as setting that free agent part of the roster and everything. Same way as Brock, because then it can happen anywhere. He can show up here, he can show up there. I mean, we're getting Brock Lesnar showing up at Raw in Atlanta at the start of March, I feel. So that could be when that starts off. As right now I'm back in the actions. I got Megan Bain. Sorry, Christ almighty. Penelope and Harley Cameron going at it right now in the ring. But yeah, Oba versus Brock is going to be where it's at. Of you get Oba versus Brock, you maybe have when Braun comes back, you get maybe one match with him and Brock, and then Gunther retires him at SummerSlam, Minnesota. I think so. Oba's whack. Samuel, how, sir? You can't just say bits and pieces there. You got to actually come with a full thought. How is he whack? How is the guy that's probably one of the most over people in that company right now? Outside of Trick Williams, goddamn. Whack. Whack. Oh, I saw from Ken. If Nick was freezing, I'd say it was Dark State's fault. They haven't hacked me yet. You got to hack the hacker out there. You got to get a Mustafa Ali. You got to get your retribution on. Wrestle Rance. If Triple H was to book Knight versus Brock, that would be the last thing he books. I see what you're saying. I would still say no, but I see what I don't want it. I don't want it at all. No, because that would be one of those Brock go over, Brock smash. I think it'd be Brock smash, and I don't like that. Chad Michael Murray. There, MDB got the reference. Apparently, they wanted him to be the Powerhouse Royce Keys, but TK grabbed the Powerhouse trademark as Hobbs left. Fair, I'd not see that at all. Not even a little bit, but I'll take your word for it. I'll look into it. As Harley and Megan Bain going at it right now. Wasn't Megan Bain at one point going to be one of those that's like challenging Chris Statlander for like the world title, and now she's playing third fiddle in a women's tag match? I'm just saying. What the hell was that from Harley? I missed it. Penelope just a bit outside with that drop kick. J-Boy, what up? Bradley, I see you. Character, terrible. You're saying Ova's character is terrible? Him just being an absolute beast? The Ruler is a terrible gimmick? How? Because he just smashes people? I don't know. You keep saying all these just vague, generic terms. I'm not saying I need a fucking paragraph from you, but what don't you like about his character? Here, we're going to work through this. We're going to work through this as all four women down right now. Mega's still too green. No, I don't. No. I think she just got the Tony Khan effect of you get, booked pretty well for a week or so, and then you can kind of just have that and you fall by the wayside. I'm worried we're going to start seeing that now with Tommaso Ciampa. After 11 days as TNT champion, he's already dropped the belt and wasn't even involved so far in a rematch unless we're going to get it at Revolution. And I mean, like, Willow's been somebody that they've already had on the roster that should be up there. Athena's somebody that they already have on the roster that should be up there. So you were kind of forcing Megan Bain into the front of the line. As Willow and Bain right now tagging to Harley. Want me to write a list? Ahmed Johnson. Not even a wrestler that's big can be a beast. They usually flop. If you're going to already go to Obafemi saying he's like Ahmed Johnson, I think that you're already not getting what's going on here. Already, Oba is far better on the mic and far better in the ring than Ahmed Johnson. If we're going to go big man v big man as stunner from Penelope and then clothesline from Bain onto Harley. I don't even think that's anywhere close to that. Tope from Bain. I'm scared for Chop. Me too. Oba's gimmick is cheesy as F. He could be presented a lot better than he is character-wise. No issues with how he's booked as a big man, though. As Harley wins. Harley gets the win, rolls up Penelope. Bain took out Willow, so they weren't even involved. What's corny or cheesy about his gimmick, my guy? He is the ruler. He's a just monster that shows up and squashes people. And he's got a little bit of that swagger to him, a little oomph to it, all of that. I don't know what's cheesy about it. Dan, there's me and my buddy played a drinking game at the show last night. We had to chug a beer every time Tony Khan said great in his speech to the crowd. Danners, were you here? Were you there? Lana Cross out here and just takes out Harley Cameron. And she already makes Megan Bain look fucking small. Spear. Megan Bain spears out Willow. Put Megan Bain and Lana Cross together as a tag team. If this is going to be, she's making Megan Bain look small. God damn. Fucking Twin Towers ass gimmick out here. Do this. Oh, everyone's just going to make a meme out of Penelope's face right there between these two women. But yeah, so Lana Cross out here debuting in her home country, attacking. So now we've got, they didn't win the match, but they're all going to sit there and pose with the belt. So we get the picture when it should be Megan Bain and Lana as the tag team. Those two fucking powerhouses. But Danners, were you at this show? Confirm or deny this, sir. But you know, if you were taking even a shot every time Tony said great, you'd be fucking slapstick, my guy. Lana. Whoever Lana crosses has a great look. Wrestle Rants, I think you were just typing with a different head. But Oba is a beast, though. His character is everything. He's fast. He's strong. The crowd is into it. The man got a dancing gimmick walking down the apron. Over, my guy. Speaking of getting gimmicks over. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's been the debate for most of that tag match is that Oba Femi has a corny character.
How's it corny? Like, he doesn't have, like, his character is just that guy. Like, it's not even that much of a character outside of he turns on his accent a little strong. I think at the end of the day, I think he's a beast. He's been booked like a beast. He looks good. I mean, he's cut good promos. Yeah, I got no issue with Oba. Oba's one of the future of this company.
It stinks of developmental. It gives 90s cheesy attire. I won't be surprised when he has moved away from it.
Yeah,
I guess I just don't see it. I think they're kind of going heavy with it. Of most of his gimmick is just that he's a beast.
Yep.
I know Sam's been going out here of, oh, well, Ahmed Johnson, Moose, all these, you can have big guys, they, you know, some pan out, some don't, but he's found it. This is, like I said, they're positioning this guy to be the next big thing. You saw the reaction at the Rumble when he started off number one. We've seen the reactions on NXT, his brief appearances on SmackDown and everything. The reaction is there. They are behind him.
Yeah, again, he's getting over. And again, his run on NXT was historic. It was strong. He looked good. I mean, could he lose like the arm tassels? Sure. But I mean, he was paying homage to who he is and who the heritage is. It doesn't feel like Apollo Crews when he did it. Again, I think you got a lot of big, strong guys. Hobbs just came into the mix. And I think that's for a reason. I think you want to see, again, this is what wrestlers are supposed to look like.
You have a kaiju for every show. And you even got two on NXT because you got Jasper Troy and Keanu Carver.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I got no problem with him. And again, I think, we could beat this to death. But at the end of the day, I mean, the guy's a superstar. If he's not your cup of tea, so be it. But the world has come to get excited for Oba Femi and what he brings to the table. Even that walk is over, like you said.
Well, even going to talk about big talents and everything, or larger than life personalities. No, I can't say that. Lana Cross shows up at the end of the tag match, makes Megan Bain even look small. But
it's a weird dynamic because, like, if you're Penelope, do they just like palm her?
You be the manager. Go be the manager.
Yeah, it was a weird.
Get your ass over there in the ring.
Yeah, weird visual at the end for me, just because you have Megan Bain. Like, Megan Bain doesn't need Lana Cross. You know what I mean? Like, Megan Bain, if you're not putting them together, like, Penelope kind of falls back into the third position, and you put Bain and Lana to go against whoever.
But you do that as the tag team. It's it's a Twin Towers esque. It's like if Rhea and Raquel tag together,
right? But I mean, Lady B, makes a good point here. But I think you run the risk. I mean, we're seeing more and more people come in. Are you moving some people out? Are you going to hold everyone hostage? Again, I mean, the hypocrisy of the fan base at times, as we are getting a little graphic for All In Wembley.
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting at the end of the day. I mean, I mean, a very interesting talent. Megan's still super green. Penelope can go. This adds a new element to them. but it's a little strange.
Oh, I like Bradley out here. Go, Nick. Take your break before it rears its ugly head again.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Run, run
Trying to get this
to the hills.
There you go. Again, I appreciate everyone's understanding. Being live as much as we are, it's a crazy time. But yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Trust me, having little temper tantrums where I'm rebooting and trying to fix my shit. But it seems to be holding up well now. I have a second monitor to kind of keep a better eye on it. If y'all notice anything, I appreciate it when you guys jump up and let us know that things are off or not working. It always means a lot to us. But I do have Andrade coming out to the ring. We are rolling through Grand Slam. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. We got tons coming your way. We're back at it on Monday for Raw. We're heading towards Elimination Chamber. We're heading towards Mania. We're heading towards Revolution. Lots going on here at the channel. Like, share, subscribe, click the little bell. Don't forget, check out the merch store as well. All right, Spaz, 10 bones. I don't know if this got read, but I'm going to read it. The whole ass stand and deliver main event from last year hit the main roster at the same time, and they already landed. Oba, boom. Javon, biddy, boom. Trick, biddy, bop, 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 boom. I agree. I mean, again, this is the next class of talent. Now, could someone like Trick... Oh, sorry, we're getting a replay. I thought something happened there. But again, we don't know if all these talents, they look good right now. Are they going to manifest? Are they going to stay strong? Are they going to grow? We'll find out. But I mean, again, I don't think there's any issue with Fema leading the way. I think he's only going to get better. He's a talent. He's an enforcer. Big men can have up and down kind of careers or booking because of always putting them in a position of dominance. The good news is, Oba goes on a run, and then you have someone like Royce show up and kind of put him in his place. The dynamic changes real quick. Lana's 6 foot tall. That's our big lady. Let's go. Has Willow defended the TBS belt? No, I don't believe so. And again, it makes no sense as far as you have your first ever women's tag team champions, and you instantly put a singles belt on one of them. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really, truly don't understand it. The mixed tag match coming up is pretty good, at least from what I remember. I was drunk from the previously mentioned Tony Khan drinking game. Let's go. I hope you had a good time, my guy. And I appreciate you giving us teasers, but not spoilers. It's very appreciated. But good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Looked like the crowd was hot. Super into a lot of the stuff we've seen so far tonight. What if Bethany goes on her own and Alana and Penelope, I guess Bane. All right. I mean, impossible, but it's kind of abrupt, right? And I think, again, like Nick said, you almost have to have Cross and Bane as the two that you would go with. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see, even if how Cross handles being on a bigger stage. Where's Andrade's girls, or did TK say never mind? There's probably a little crew of Australians, a little Aussie crowd waiting for Andrade to fall out. We'll see. We'll see. Facts. Yeah, only time will tell, my guy. Let's see. But I highly doubt it. Biggie, heartbreaking for sure. Ignorance is always blissful, happily blissful. Let's fucking go. MDB keeps you smiling. That's a hilarious comment. There you go. I don't know what did Corey say that was hilarious. So Andrade gives us a little tranquilo, but gets kicked. You don't stay there as you get kicked. If you see your opponent run at you, you drop out, right? I love it. But let's find the exit door. What are we doing waiting around? So silly. This better be a banger. It should be a banger. It really should, Ronan. This company is fucking lost. We should be working on breaking Megan out of this group, not bringing people in. She needs to be a single star. Again, oh, there, look, we got Andrade found some. Is that one of the, did one of the Chiquitas follow him to Australia? We're getting a selfie. And Andrade gets kicked again. So twice, Andrade has allowed himself to be kicked for just fucking around. Listen, I agree with you on a lot of the parts. Rants, as a man who's known for ranting as well, you've heard me. I've had my complaints, my issues, for sure. But and I mean, with Megan, I think she's still green and developing, and I wish they had more of a system to kind of do that. Right? They don't do the house shows anymore. Give her more time. She's definitely got all the makings of a star. Last night we were talking about Lash Legend. Megan is very much like that. She's one of the Amazons out there. She's got tons of potential. So we'll see. I mean, again, to me, bringing in another big woman, unless they're going to team up strictly as a tag team, Penelope becomes the manager, and occasionally gets involved. Then what are we doing? Are we going to get women's trios belts? Dun dun dun. Stay tuned, folks. This page pops up. Oh, standing 7-year itch. Trust me, last year with Geekbox and Big Nick simultaneously getting frozen during Raw in the afternoon was our introduction to this, KJ. Listen, it happens, man. It really does. And, we're grateful. And honestly, like, as far as like major shut the show down shit, it's only happened a couple times. But like between storms and weather and because we've always kind of bounced and worked together, and we got great guys like Anthony that have been able to step up. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's tough. Some days are funny, but you just roll with it. And we appreciate you guys being patient. I know before, I think it might have been Anthony Murray, but a whole stream disappears and shuts down. But a lot of people found us again, so we appreciate it. We really do. And again, we do our best to give you the best. And some nights are just a pain in the ass. Oba is believable, and that's enough for me. That's exactly it, Jose. I'm with you right there. I believe him. He feels authentic. He feels strong. He looks the part. He walks the part. Again, if you're authentic, you can have longevity, and I think that works for him. What's up, Denisha? Would you give your beard CPR? Like, I want to be sarcastic as fuck right now, but it's fully alive. It's a little puppy. What are we doing? Willow did defend her belt, KJ, against Julia. Yeah, okay, sorry, my bad. Damien, you got me. Oba was doing that in the Rumble. He was on a run until Damien got in there and stunned him. Facts. And the same people that don't like Oba Femi are the same ones that don't like Gunther. They don't like people that don't flip around. Those guys are effing monsters and beat people ass. And not only, I think I agree with that, but I think it's more than that. It's not just the lack of flipping, but again, I feel like there's more of this connection with certain fans to like the smaller guys. Like, oh, I could be him. When I grew up, wrestlers were larger than life. So you see like a guy like Oba, you see Royce, you see, jacked AJ Styles. And I know he's not the biggest guy, but he jacked himself up. Even Ray got jacked. But they look like athletes. They look like, guys like Brody King and such. If you bumped into them in an alleyway, you're going to be in some trouble. And I don't know, like you said, the high flyers for sure. But I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers out there now that just don't intimidate anybody. And I'll take a guy that authentically looks like a badass, authentically looks like he'll end your day if you push him too much. That's what I'd go for. Bum, bum, bum. We need a drink every time KJ says, I don't understand. Or fucking, what are we doing? I have no idea. Dun, dun. I feel like I haven't done any of this tonight. That was for earlier, delayed. I was not paying attention. But it looks like we're back. So
Success.
There you go. I think that was only half
Success.
That's better. Let's go. Anybody want
Would you
some?
like butter on that, sir?
All right, I feel better now. I feel better. Get shaking it out. Pantaloons. Let's go. Wouldn't I say? How's everyone doing on this Saturday night? Feeling good? Don't forget, we are back on Monday. By the way, we are in Pitcher in Pitcher. Andrade in control of Hangman Page during Pitcher in Pitcher. Andrade got that wet and wavy this match, sponsored by Pantene. Yeah, he got that. He got that bottle of oil out on the way to the ring. So he's doing it for the ladies. He's doing it for the ladies. AEW has talent, just needs a good leader. I think that's fair in a lot of ways, right? And we talk about the pay-per-views and how well they do and how well the matches turn out, but the booker has no real control on how the matches go in the ring. It's up to the athletes to perform. It's all the stuff around it, the run-ins, the constantly, venturing off on a storyline. That's the stuff that's lacking. Oh, you don't have to, bro. We make a living on that. That's what we do around here. So again, nothing but love. You see it your way. We see it our way. You've watched me and Nick scream at each other. You've watched us, Nick and Anthony disagree.
Speaking of disagree, but yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's all good. It's all good.
We're not the IWC. We're not going to be the ones that tear your head off because you say something that we disagree with or whatever. We just asking to understand. But you were saying that's why I was on my pause and everything, but I got to reiterate it again of we do what we do because other people can't do what we do, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. It's real funny how so many people had takes on, no surrender and everything, but didn't do anything about it, didn't talk about it, didn't cover it, do anything. What?
Right? Yeah, funny, right?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I don't want everyone to come here and have the same. I don't want you to show up and have the same opinion as me.
It'd be boring as shit. It'd be boring as shit.
Boring as fuck.
Well, right? See, even Jose gets it. Watching us argue is the secret sauce.
It's true. It really is.
She came down in a bubble, bro.
No, I mean, we've had streams where people are literally like DMing, like, "You two okay?" We're like, "We're good, bro."
Well, that's what makes it work. We're the same guys that if we would be playing a game together. One of us is throwing a controller.
Oh yeah, man.
Someone's throwing a headset, and then we'll walk off and still be like, "Good game, good game, good game."
And
that's the thing is, you don't see the behind the scenes, and when we get off stream, we'll scream at each other, saying foul things. Good game, good game, good game, good shit, good shit. You almost had me. You almost had me.
Nick breaking kayfabe.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious. You almost had me.
True. Yeah, man. Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
She came. Grow up, dude. Grow up.
Grow up.
2 count.
Nick, I'll beat you in battle rap. Oof. Oof.
You didn't have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Watching Nick and Katie, we got that one. I love it.
Who do you have for this match, though, sir?
What's that?
Who do you have for this match? Andrade versus Hangman. Who takes on, I assume, MJF because Scarf?
I'd kind of like it to be Andrade to mix things up, but I think Adam makes more sense overall. Andrade doesn't quite make sense to go after MJF other than I'm here. And I guess
Andrade makes AEW sense, makes Tony Khan sense because it's a new match. It's a match we haven't seen. And Andrade, I paid you and you went away. I had to hire a legal team to get you back here. But Hangman's been the story. That's been the whole thing, even with the Brody King thing of Hangman's the one who distracted him, which cost him the match to how we got here.
Mm-hmm. I agree. 100%.
And yeah, see Jose saying what we're saying. Other podcasts with more than one person hosting.
Totally do.
No one wants to watch that. I know everybody wants to try and do what we've been doing now and all of this. And I'm going to be Skip Bayless. You're going to be Shannon Sharp. All of that and everything. We just do what we do because we are who we are.
Big crossbody. I agree, man. Like
I've always viewed it as we're the Pat McAfee show. Come to wrestling.
Yeah. My big I got 2 pet peeves as a person that used to be a fan before doing this. What two like multiple people on screen and they just continually fluff each other and fluff their favorite, and there's no
The
deviation.
fluffing. It's
Just
called
fluffy.
Wrestling. It's called Wrestling Observer Network.
Yeah, just fluffy streams. I don't love them.
Yeah.
And the other is the streamers out there that are just staring at the screen and just staring. I don't get the pleasure in that, but we try to be the alternative, folks.
Literally and figuratively, as we're getting the Three Amigos.
Nick looks like he loved 8 Mile growing up. He must have.
1 Pac, 2 Pac, 3 Pac, 4. Your Pac, he's Pac, no Pac, none.
Right?
I know everybody. What are you about to say against me?
We only want to do this. We'll do the whole fucking movie while we sit here.
Exactly, literally. Look, Snoop Dogg just got a fucking boob job.
That's the best.
I hear what you say. Hibbity hoopla.
There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Well, and then Boston, all Nick has is a few verses from Ludacris. I think you got him. Not even Ludacris. Buster. Gotta get away, get away.
Nick's got hoes.
Hoes
No,
in different area codes. No, Andrade's got hoes in different area codes, my guy.
El Idolo's got hose. As we get the double backflip. Took forever, but he got there.
Now, I get it's a cool move. It never makes sense to me because so you're anticipating fucking up the first time. Like you're slowing your own momentum to hit it to make it look cool.
I knew that wasn't going to work.
I knew you wouldn't be there.
Right? It's supposed to show like a high wrestling.
Your head looks smart, my guy.
Right? Three Amigos. Too much fluffing. Yeah, right?
Ooh, clothesline. Pants went up. Boo boo. You do you, boo boo. The Three Amigos, yes.
Oh, kind of missed.
Yeah, but they covered it up because the camera went away.
Oh, he just
disappeared real quick.
Ooh, fall away slam.
Now, I know last year was a bit of a contention of a smaller ring. Does this ring look smaller to you? I don't know how we're judging ring size. That's the thing most people are doing on a Valentine's Day is judging ring sizes. But
yeah, even with the last year's Grand Slam ring, I mean, I know we kind of thought it looks off, but like to outright be like, oh my god, that was inches smaller. I mean, other than Buddy Murphy, no one really noticed.
Yeah, no one would have. If Buddy Murphy didn't get hurt, no one says anything.
Might not have. Oh, I know there was talks about, oh shit, we forgot the ring, like, which is hilarious.
Right?
Like, are you kidding me?
Well, we can talk about it if you want during this. Of CNN allegedly pretty much put it out there that Warner Brothers Discovery has a minority ownership in AEW.
Yes,
they put it out in an article. And I'm so surprised everyone's like just glossing over this whole fact.
This has come out a part of the lawsuits. It's starting to sprinkle out. And you and I said for a long time that, they wanted to keep it under wraps. They were fighting to keep it under wraps in the lawsuit against Moxley. And I think now why? But I'm shocked there hasn't been more of an internet reaction. Is it just kind of like everyone was like, knew it, and we're moving on? But I'm shocked that more people haven't pointed out they don't fucking. No wonder they praise them and they're doing great because they're getting. No matter how shit they do, they're getting fucking.
It's part of their investment portfolio. That's something that should be known to stockholders and everything. Like this has legitimate business implications, and it's not Deadeye bowling men down, but it's not a Meltzer saying this. It's not even an SRS. The SRS is quoting a CNN article talking about politics and sports because of like the Brody King situation, this and that. But this is their own news outlet reporting about their own company. So I think if there's a source that's going to know about it. Whoa.
Low blow. Callis jumps on to distract. All he does is distract the ref for Page. And now buckshot.
1, 2, 3.
Going right back to the tried and true, bro.
But that's what the story that they've been building. We can't say it's going straight back to the tried and true when it's the story they've been building.
Okay.
And it's the babyface versus the heel. Andrade versus MJF is heel on heel.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't fucking matter in the least. But at the end of the day, what do you do with Andrade?
Omega again, Swerve. You still throw him into there? Do you throw him to a Takeshi? Well, Takeshi's in the same group. Do you throw him to a Moxley?
Oof, that'd be interesting.
But the DM versus the Death Rider?
Yeah, potentially.
Danner's. I went to Raw in Perth 3 months ago and the show last night. Okay, so Danner's confirming he was there. And it's funny that coming from Australia, that this show was last night and we're just getting it tonight. He's talking to us from the future, literally.
From the future.
This ring felt a little smaller.
Mm-hmm. But what's that?
I was just saying that his comment was fair, saying that the ring.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. We do appreciate the update, and again, give a couple teasers on what's coming up without spoiling it. So we do appreciate that. Future.
Right.
We don't have much left though.
I was gonna say I don't even know if we had that one up, but we had that one. We've got the ladder match, we've got the world title, and then we've got the hair v hair.
Well, we haven't had that yet. Shit. So we got 3 big things still to go. All right.
I assume you're getting probably the ladder match, hair v hair, and then world title.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that they didn't do the ladder match and then the women's tag match. They have a bad habit of doing that shit.
They actually spaced it out. They did it after Moxley Takeshi.
Right. Yep, they actually did.
Good on him. Good on him.
2000. Let's go. Why is Don there? Don sucks.
I think he got a Q Don chant a little bit.
A little. As I am on commercial break right now, and I see this chat still filling in. We're flirting with triple digits in the chat. Be a friend, tell a friend, take our link, share it. Let's see if we can get up to 100 people for the last little bit of the show here tonight. But again, like, share, subscribe. We're back at it on Monday. We got busy times coming your way, folks.
Absolutely. Well, we're on the road to Elimination Chamber, and then nothing but WrestleMania left to see, my guy.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, a lot of parts still to fall in place. So, and a lot of things are up in the air right now. So I'm enjoying it, and I'm pretty content right now. So I know the naysayers, but no, I think we're going all right.
Right, absolutely. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a ball.
Wish I had a girl that looked good. I would call her Rabbit in a Hat.
I don't know why I was starting to just go into my head of Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac.
Oh, jokes.
A hair match, then a hair cutting match. Great transition. Was Andrade versus Hangman the hair match?
Right, the full head of hair to the no hair.
Well, do you assume that team heel here, that the Shaggy Dog's getting a shave here with Wheeler Yuta?
It makes the most sense, but I think I don't know. There's just something in me that, like, I know Toni Storm loves to shock, and would be the next thing. Like, they shave her head, and then she wears wigs, and then she loses the wig and acts all shocked. Like,
so she looks more like George Washington than she already does, my guy.
Yeah, right.
She already looks more like a founding father. But do they do the gimmick to where they shave part of the head there live and everything? Like, do we get a moment to where we get clippers?
Oh,
or is it just to show up on Dynamite with a bald head?
No, I mean, dude, if you do a hair versus hair match and it's just like you have to show up at work next week with the haircut, that's bullshit.
Well, this is why we shave our heads, so you don't have to worry about that, haircut situation.
Right? If I lost a bet, I'd do it live.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
And no, not the beard, folks, so don't ask.
Oh, that's not going to be a thing.
Speed.
People will not recognize me. What is Tony Khan on? Speed.
Allegedly. Speaking of not speed, here comes Jane.
The slowest song following a band called Speed. That's the theme for Grand Slam. Hey, do you remember when Collision episodes had their own independent theme? I don't.
No, it wasn't a common thing that I can think
because this is just a pay-per-view, and hey, we need to boost ratings because a tape TNA is catching us down. we got the Olympics going on, and right now, when it comes to the hurdles between TNA and Collision, TNA is making up ground.
You think so?
I know so. They've gone from
Or just
what was it,
mathematically?
190 something
Yeah,
on the
okay.
first episode to 240.
Yeah, you're
Ciampa's
right.
I got them an extra 200, but that was for one title match, and I don't know where it's fallen after that.
That's interesting. Yeah, for sure. As here comes Tony with Orange Cassidy.
Again, I feel like the fall of Tony needs to be studied. Like, has she just gone too far? Has the gimmick worn out its welcome? It's still over a bit. Like, I still enjoy it, but does Tony take on a Tekla? Or is Tony out here going to be just teaming with Mina Shirakawa taking on now
Well,
Cross and Bane?
mhm. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see like okay, Tony was champ, then she's not champ, and then maybe she gets in a ongoing thing, one-on-one with Shafir. And they use Tony to put Shafir over kind of vibe, but they're still all in like we just saw with Andrade and Hangman and Swerve and Mox. Like you have all these guys hovering around the champion, but they're having competitive matches. And whether we agree or disagree with how it's playing out, you're still getting good guys in good matches. So you're trying to get everyone kind of over a little bit. You have that opportunity with Tony, but instead, I feel like instead of using your top people to pull people up, you're using your shitty people to pull people down, or shitty booking to pull people
You're
down.
trying to pull bottom people up, but in the way
Yeah.
it's being executed, you're pulling people down.
Yeah, like this, I think does more harm to Tony than help
Now,
to. Oh, we're running it. We're already in the crowd.
yes, as we've got
We
pictures
might
and
see Janer.
pictures. Well, is this a no DQ match? Is this a stip because it's hair versus hair of that? There is no rules outside of whoever loses gets their head shaved.
That would be a new one for me. I don't know if I guess they're officially running with that. Again, it could be just a case that they haven't made it to the ring yet, therefore they can do whatever they want.
As Shafir taking a sip of fucking Diet Coke as she's got Tony Storm in a headlock.
Right. That's kind of funny to sit on her. Yeah. Orange Cassidy getting choked out. We got split screen brawling. Don Callis had heat all night. There you go. That's good to know. I hate him, but people love booing him. I just wish he would do his job better.
Yeah. Is he still the worst manager right now? No, because Bivens is a thing. I was going to say, is he the worst manager in pro wrestling?
Right. Oh, you weren't getting that reference by me, bro. I love that band. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. I'm a freak of nature. Let's go. Anyway, the first test theme song for Australia tonight. Oh, okay.
Test. This is a test. What am
I? Oh, yeah. What?
No, test theme song. First test theme song is what he said, and I was doing test theme song when he was in WWE. That's what we're talking about.
Bro, I thought he meant like this was the first time they were testing theme songs on Collision. That's all.
Well, no, I figured that might have been what it was. I just went in and went over. I went my own way. I made my own path.
Right? How do you see this ink blot?
Like, it's just, what do you see? I see a unicorn.
Right? Shit. There's something in KJ. Pause. That one of the more disturbing comments I've received in a while.
Not me, I can say that.
That's none of your business.
Oh, now.
We need Enzo Amore now. He's a good character. Enzo gets over, and Enzo does sell tickets. And Enzo's Enzo.
That's exactly it. Enzo is Enzo, and Enzo is good in fourth rope, and Enzo can stay with fourth rope. He can maybe could he show up and be with W. Morrissey? And this right here, this is Doug Morrissey, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Right? I mean, we've all but lost. Like the Learning Tree was doing well. The last time Big Bill was touring like Australia and the States, is Luther's carrying Tony away. That can't happen.
That's what? Yeah, you just get to walk away from the match.
If they
Stone Cold in the Rumble, what?
They beat Orange Cassidy, and that's how they avoid Tony shaving her head, or they shave it on Wednesday.
Well, is this who gets the pin shaves? Is this the team shaves?
It should be the
Who
team.
shaves?
Why are we making this convoluted?
Because
Convoluted.
convoluted.
Hashtag convoluted. The hair
Yeah.
does get shaved after the match. That's perfect. Thank you. So why not let Kyle close out the show in this hometown? In his hometown. I mean,
World
it's a
title.
gimmick match.
World title. World title. World title. World title. That's why.
Yeah, I can't battle that. I got no answer. Like I get it. Unless you open with the world title, but it's a world title match. I like them in the. I like them at the end of the shows.
But so are we going ladder
La-
match, world title match?
Yeah. So nice.
Yo. So
We saw
folks,
this
let me
on
know if you
Wednesday.
got him. I don't know if you need to tag, sir, but I think we need to figure out how we're gonna do them.
Yeah, it's only 9. Holy shit. Okay. Tonight's been so wonky with all my shit acting up. Let me take a quickie. I'll just.
You do what you gotta do, my guy. You go get an actual
I
earnest
haven't had
one
any
instead of
chance
because
tonight.
you were on ice.
I'm sitting here biting the inside of my lip, like fuck's sake. You know what it's like when shit starts going sideways.
I know.
You just want
well,
to break it all, but you need it to work.
my guy, I'm literally, I want to break you, but I can't. Please
Right.
work. But yeah,
Fuck
no, go take an earnest pause, my guys.
All
I'm in
right.
commercial. I'm in picture in picture.
All right. Appreciate you. Be right back, sir.
You're good, my guy. Jose gonna evening tonight, right? Delight right now. I'm gonna grab my baby, gonna hold her tight. Pause. See, I gotta get that out right now because the missus doesn't like Will Ferrell for whatever reason. But it's like, oh, I'll always go around the apartment and everything and just start doing that. I can be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet. Because she always goes to the video of Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell doing it and getting irks her for whatever reason. But yeah, welcome to Tangents with Big Nick as I'm in commercial break straight up right now. Who shave? We all shave. Yeah, I'm shaving. Trust me, this ain't been shaven in quite some time. I'll do the head because I already know my shit's falling back like a recliner, but yeah, the beard stays. The beard stays. Danny McBride is best comedy actor. He's the best Danny McBride. I'll put it that way. Of him in Eastbound and Down's great. Him in This Is the End, or yeah, the fucking Seth Rogen disaster movie and everything. I think he's good there, but I wouldn't say best comedy actor. Tony's back. Ronan, I'm still not even back from commercial, or you might be ahead of us because I had to sync up with Mr. Freeze there. But I'm back in action now as I've got Shafir just setting up, dancing with the limp body of OC. Is now I got Tony firing back up of just walks and just low blows Yuta. Now I got Tony back. And just so why was that okay that she can just be walked off and carted off and like go and evaluate it and then come back? I don't know how that works out, but she's a fucking ball of fire right now of just suplexes all around. Pronouns, pal, Propunzel. Any updates on JY? I have not heard. It's been mum's the word of. I don't know if it's been quieter on if Bianca Belair's coming back or if Jay White's coming back at this point of mum is the word, literally. I would love to see it, but I almost wonder, does he somehow sneak out the back door? And what do you do? Like, could you ever see him and a David Finlay in the same company again? If that makes any bit of sense. Big pause. Yeah. Test. This is a test. Test is an underrated wrestler to me. Andrew Test Martin, 100% was an underrated big man and literally was the first guy to be absolutely buried by Triple H. Can confirm. But Yuta right now rolling out Tony. So who is there a legal person Are we just waiting for a pinfall in the ring here? Like, I didn't know the whole backpack stunner, slumdog millionaire. I didn't know as he just no sells it and just like rip cords off of it. Boo, tornado DDT, kip up. I didn't know the whole hair v hair thing resulted in, no DQ being involved in it. So now we're OC and Shafir. I'll give AEW credit. They do intergender wrestling well. I'll say that. Oh, small package. 1, 2, 2 go, 2 go, 2 go. So StreamYard's chat's just locked up out here. But Ronan, I see you, wicked headbutt, Vance, little cake time. Why? Oh, caught the Hajime. What do you say? Corey, I see you. Nick, to counter your argument, Swerve never closed out a show or a pay-per-view when he was world champion. No, because he had the match versus Heyman with the fucking syringe and everything. Didn't that close out the show and he was world champion? I might be wrong, but Stadium Stampede comes to mind. But that's you might have it briefly with that, but that's also the gimmick of the whole pay-per-view. Like, that's almost, does the Royal Rumble have to main event a Royal Rumble pay-per-view, because it's the whole all built around the Royal Rumble. Comes around is all around with that. Wrist around, or went around your elbow to get to your wrist. I did. But OC pulls Yuta off of Tony, so I don't even know what's really. This match has been just all over the goddamn place. Tony's left and came back. She was the fucking firehouse of. Even when it was 2-on-1, the Death Riders really never got fully control. What are they chanting? Danners, translate what they're chanting for me to American English. I'm terrible the way to say that, but they're definitely chanting. They were popping for Yuta, but I can't figure out what they were saying. As OC fighting back. Oh, Shadow Wizard and Shafir. Ball time neck fight. Tope con OC. The two matches sponsored by Hair the Musical. Didn't know that was a thing. Tony's just headbutting herself in the fucking turnbuckle. But also, Tony's not losing in her home country, I feel. Orange Punch. Storm Zero. Small package. Pile driver. 3 count is Tony Storm pins Yuta. So everybody gonna get behold. So are we gonna get G.I. Jane, Marina Shafir, the Shaggy Dogs going to the groomers out here? So they say, per the stipulation, so it's just Yuta because he's the one who got pinned. I mean, I'm not like fully Marina Shafir, get your good bald ass out here, but Yuta, whose whole thing has been Shirakawa just already out here and setting up the salon. But Yuta, who's been out here this whole time of him just constantly looking more and more like a fucking shaggy dog, as now he's got to get his head shaved. Now, I know this is a little old schooly. This might be just being nitpicky to be nitpicky kind of thing. But they really got even the fucking Barbasol and everything. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of what I was going to say of Yuta should be like, nah, this, I'm out of here. You can have that. Not even what I'm at. No. We ain't going to do this. I'm the heel. Nah. No. We're not going to do this. You get like an OC or somebody that kind of like can hems them up. I don't know why I felt I needed to act that out, but in case you didn't know what I meant. But to him, bald is beautiful, Alex. Embrace that shit. And Moxie's out here. Moxie's got a fucking shiner. But so Moxley's gonna do what I was just talking about. And Moxley's gonna like big brother him and say, no, you gotta go do it. The bald guy is telling his friend it's okay to be bald. Yes, good guy Mox. Mox is out there to save, is out there to, make sure that Yuta follows through with this. I would have liked still if he even sat there and like literally just forced him into the fucking chair and was holding him while we're going to do it. But we're so, so Moxley's out there with Shafir, but he can't look at it. He can't witness it. It's so traumatic, so terrible. It's so, just go straight Clippers. Just go straight to the bottom. I don't get this. I get for the comments and for the showmanship and everything, the exaggerated. Oh, we take a little off the top initially, but just straight.
Where did Shafir go?
No, she's right there. She's holding his hand. She's out there.
There she is. Okay.
You can get through this. You're strong.
So
who's my big strong boy? Who's my big strong boy?
Is this not like Moxley's like official and he's just there like disappointed? What is this?
But he can't even watch it. He can't watch it.
Moxley made him do it though.
But now see, and he's crying.
I'd cry too.
Is it because we're both, of the not, such a hairline brethren a little bit? Bald is beautiful, Alex. Embrace that shit.
Yeah, but I remember the first time I did it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just ruined my life." And then
I wasn't ever like that.
The first time I did it,
I grew the fro, so I was just like, nah, fuck it, just send it.
Yeah, no, I definitely had like, I mean, believe it or not, I fucking, I had long hair. Fucking.
You were Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, I had kind of I did that fucking 90s undercut that everybody did.
See, I was out there of just, it's already not great. I already keep like a high and tight a little bit. I already, a Caesar haircut kind of thing. So there ain't much to go away, and I already got it all down here. Now, this is a different story. This don't get touched too much.
No, I lost a bet, and that was like back in like 2003, and I've never touched it. Like, I won't touch it.
Now, well, why did you do the hairline? Because I did the hairline because I pretty much knew my shit was falling back. I knew it was going to happen, so I wanted to see what I was going to look like. It's going to be there.
I got sick of the upkeep, just the back and forth of. So, like I said, I had kind of that undercut where, the sides kept getting.
Oh, you had the good hands. You had the Buddy Murphy and everything. You had the bun and shit. Okay, so you Tony D'Angelo, my guy.
Right, I could, and I never did though. And buns weren't as popular back then. But yeah, no, it's fucking.
I'm imagining KJ with long hair on the top only. Pause. Don't do that. It'll give you nightmares. We're not comparable. If you have any issues because you imagine that.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. Maybe I'll post a fucking picture on my Instagram.
First time KJ went home, he felt liberated.
Right. But yeah, it was like, oh shit, what did I do? And then I just kind of got used to it. And my hair was running away from my face anyway, so I just said fucking maintained it.
See, I had the Seth Rogen fro, so I was just like, nah, like it's not going down, it just keeps going up and out. So fuck it.
I got one brother. He hanging on. You know when they got the little like tuft of hair in the middle and like everything else.
No, just let it. That's again. Bald is beautiful. Embrace that shit. Don't just. I hate the like soul patch, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time I see him, like, bro, you gotta give it up. It's like, oh, I know, man, but I can't. I don't know.
But what is the issue? Like, it's the upkeep is so much better. You save money on shampoo. It's economically it's beneficial.
Right.
Nick had the peninsula. Yeah. Well,
the peninsula.
I already know. I have the Vegeta hairline going back. My shit is a widow's peak and a half.
So funny.
My brother came out as bald recently. Well, I know Jose's got the dreads and everything. Jose got the long hair, but
I love
came out as bald is a way to put that.
That is the best shit ever. I love that. That is jokes.
Everyone, make sure you're paying attention to this ladder match next. It's a banger. Well, does that mean I need to run away?
Run away, run away, run away, run away. He ran away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick taking a pause for the cause. Show rolls on. We have about 20 minutes left on the clock, but I have a feeling that we're going to go for quite a bit after the 10 o'clock time. We still have a ladder match coming your way. If you're just tuning in, Yuta is bald. Shafir, not yet. I don't think. But we are on a commercial break currently. Don't forget, we are back on Monday as we kick off Raw. More qualifiers. AJ Lee supposed to be in the building. Punk in the building. Should be a fun one as we head towards Chamber. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click that little bell. Let's go. Did see that, Spaz. So maybe, yeah, I guess instead of an overrun, it's a scheduled half an hour extra. There we go. Spaz Origins. I had an undercut where the hair on the top was down and the small of my back, and then I shaved it all off for shock, but then it was like, damn, it is easier. Never went back. That's kind of how it worked. I just got tired of the upkeep. I really did, but I mean, for a while, like I walked around looking like the base. I thought I was gonna be the basis for corn. It was fucking ridiculous. The little braids. So we are getting the graphic. Kenny Omega Swerve on Wednesday. Yeah, don't think it's crazy thoughts. But the ladder is here. Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher for the 7th time. 2.5. All right, there you go. Ladder match is here. Reach for the sky. Yuta got to skull it. There you go. We're going to see his face. Seeing Wheeler Yuta's face get him over. And what do we think about John Moxley playing the uber nice guy and helping the baby faces and making the Death Riders be people of their word? I still rock the mohawk. Do it up. Now, I mean, I could put it up in a mohawk, though I never really did. But Spats, I love the origin story, by the way. If I didn't say that, and we do appreciate the $10, sir. Funny as hell. But it is. I just got used to it. But yeah, that first time through, I kind of stopped for a second and we're like, oh no. There comes the proto star. I hope this final match for a while between these two. It should be. I mean, do they go 8, 9, 10? I mean, 7's enough. Some would argue 4 or 5 would have been enough. Some would argue 1 or 2, but 7's definitely enough. Now, Kyle's saying do not get involved. Okada says, I will not interfere in your match. Danny's an AEW plant. Let's go. Welcome to. I love it. All people are welcome, even plants. I love having a babyface Moxley leading his heel faction. Awesome. It is fucking just. It is so odd. And now Moxley, like, the thing for me, and Rance or anyone else out there can let me know, like, does it not kind of shit on everything Moxley stood for all this time? I hate this company. At no point has he come out and said, I changed my mind. What happened to the wrong people? Nothing changed. His mission apparently ended and he didn't complete it. He just aborted mission. Am I wrong? Like, did I miss something? What was the conclusion? What did Moxley accomplish? Oh, well, he went all that time as champion, KJ, but it didn't amount to anything. It really didn't. And a lot of the times, Moxley's matches are the worst matches on pay-per-views. Moxley matches are the worst matches on Dynamites. It's just fundamentally not good wrestling. And it's unfortunate because they lean on him so much. And it just doesn't make sense to me. As off come the pants. The crowd goes wild. We got Briscoe. We got Fletcher. We got a ladder match. Saturday night's all right for fighting, folks. Let's go. Maybe Mox just hated Jericho. I don't know about. I mean, maybe he didn't like him enough to figure that problem out. Fletcher got a ladder. Hang on, I'm coming. Pause. I'm starting to wonder. You got that one. That's jokes. Mark Briscoe getting the crowd fired up. I might be slightly behind you. That just means you get to see it, and then you hear us react to it. Speaking of reacting,
you get to sound like a genius and tell us what's happening and everything.
Right.
But I heard you mention the Moxley thing briefly before I came back.
Stupid.
Well, allegedly, the reasoning why he is quote unquote a babyface, and this is more of what Twitter will tell you than anything, is because you have someone like a Hangman or a Darby that's shown AEW is what his model was to be, of that there's people ready to go to war, but the Death Rider story was already confusing and already hard to understand. Mm-hmm. So the payoff to me has been such a popcorn fart.
Oh. Yeah, drop kick. Fletcher goes down on the outside with the ladder. Again, I mean, to me, that hasn't been sufficiently presented. Even if that is the case, the internet shouldn't be out there trying to surmise and fill in the gaps.
They're fixing the fucking plot hole gaps that have been going on with this, because there's been a few. Like Moxley's the same guy that took over the Superstation and now is out there like, while his buddy's getting his head shaved.
And again, if you're going to come out as, this is where Moxley's fucking dumb. You can't do anything right. If you're going to come out and force Yuta and Shafir to get their haircut, and you're going to do the right thing, come in and be a little more boisterous about it. Be a little happier about it. And then at least this way, Yuta can kick you in the face and say, you know, you've changed. You're now being a good guy, and we don't like you. Look, you were hanging out with Orange Cassidy, having a fun time. Well, oh my God.
Oh, that looked all sorts of painful as Briscoe gets thrown into the ropes and then on the apron.
That didn't look like a wrestling move. That looked like a man just got chucked for no.
But that's just a fight.
Yeah, like not a wrestling move. He just came down all the clatter.
I'm loving having babyface Moxley leading his heel faction. Awesome.
Just fucking straight up sensible.
Sensible booking from that man.
Right? Like, help me understand. Like,
Moxley held the world title in a briefcase for 8 months. That's about it. Yeah. Ramon, now it's free. And
he had bad matches. He had bad matches. That casket match or that coffin match with Darby was fucking balls. It was ass. It was not good.
So it might have been Lady B that was mentioned, or Nia that was mentioned, that Yuta's now rocking a skullet.
He currently has a skullet.
Why aren't Danielson and Darby out here saying, Mox, yeah, well, are they not fighting back? If this guy tried to poison me, this guy put a plastic bag over my head. He's not a changed man.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, again, did you need the auction? Fuck.
I chose the wrong time to take a drink as Mark Briscoe just went headfirst into a ladder in the corner, and that ladder did about 18 moonsaults.
Bro, that is fucking hefty.
Hefty. Whippy.
Whoo, just chucking this man.
Now, is it interesting that you have in ladder matches, you seem to have ladders that are there to get hit by and ladders to actually climb? Like, you have some ladders that there's no way that was ever going to be used to climb up to grab the belt.
Oh, shit. We got a leaker.
Well, I can hope so. You get lawn darted into a fucking ladder. I don't know how you come out of that unscathed.
Mark Briscoe's bleeding. No shit.
A wee bit.
I miss Jay. I think we all miss Jay, man.
Absolutely.
Gone too soon.
Russian leg sweep off the ladder.
Both men down. Oh, Mark's firing up.
Mark instantly fine.
He's fine. He's just losing it. I mean, again, that I believe from Mark, to be honest. So I go to pitcher and pitcher. Again, a WNBA ad.
Well, no, it's a different league of it's still the WNBA, but not the WNBA. It's like if the Patriots and Seahawks played in the USFL also, as well as the NFL.
I think I get canceled if I make the jokes.
No,
So,
don't move along.
holy shit, though! Like there's okay.
There's
Wow.
so many good women's basketball.
And they have advertising dollars. That's impressive. That
They
is.
got NIL money. I like Darby. Well, Darby's up there now, gone from Moxley and everything in caskets to now getting kidnapped and thrown in trunks by Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors.
Right? Like, it's just all over the place. So, and again, and I mean, what does this mean long term for Darby? I don't know how this happened. I think because the match didn't go well, I still didn't ever feel like the Moxley Darby storyline played itself out accordingly.
Because they took 6 months to do it, to where this man climbed Everest in the middle of a feud.
Everest, right? Get out of here. Go climb Everest.
Well, yeah, you just took out the man with a car to close out a pay-per-view and everything like that. But no, he's just going to go away and climb a fucking mountain for no reason.
Yeah, doing a major angle before letting him go made no sense. And then, to me, we never got the sufficient payoff. And I know the fans point out to the matches they had, but I thought the matches were really underwhelming.
Just a wee bit.
He had better matches with Pac. He had better matches with Gabe. He had better matches with just about everybody.
Yeah, of it. He's had his worst matches, and I think that's become a trend to argue with your point against Moxley. Of most people have their worst matches against John Moxley.
Yeah, man. I mean, Revolution, to me, he hurt the ending of that fucking pay-per-view. Like, I just don't get it. And I know there's Moxley fans out there. I just don't see what they see.
I don't hear what you hear. I don't taste what you taste.
Right. I like Darby. So funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think StreamYard's frozen up again. But
Probably.
is TK trying to make Mox, Corey saying, is TK trying to make Mox seem like Sting in the main event Mafia, a face in charge of a heel group? That's giving that man far too much credit to even that wasn't done well. But to think that man's going to do that with this, because sometimes they're the baby faces when they face the Callis family, but when they face Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy, they're heels. They changed their plot armor is the Death Riders' big helping point. They just fit the story they're shoved into.
Yeah, it's literally this situational character, which I don't, in no form of storytelling has that ever been a thing. Like, again, you get reluctant heroes, you get the unlikely heroes, you get
the anti-hero,
but you don't get gray.
All gray.
You don't get everyone can't be gray. It's big Froggy Mode.
And the ladder just said, "Nah, I'm gonna just dump you out over here."
Yeah,
boss.
You can go here now. Just side dumped.
But these two guys are going hell for like this is what you watch the show for. This is the thing that seals the show. I feel.
I feel bad that like MJF and Brody have to follow this. Like, you almost want like those two matches to be the bookends to the show.
Yeah, or at least this should have been like top of the hour or something. Like you have the hair versus hair match in between. You have a buffer in between.
Yeah. Well, it's just like I said. It's just odd to. I mean, again, if anyone can do it, MJF and Brody should be able to pull it off. But this is gonna bang. It is banging. Like, fuck.
Close. Ricky Martin at the Super Bowl halftime. She bangs. She bangs.
And if we're keeping track at home, it is 8 minutes to the top of the hour.
Oh, we're getting overrun like a motherfucker. That
well, some people said it's advertised as a 2.5 hour show.
It's 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Powerbomb through the ladder.
Big pop. Briscoe looks severely hurt.
Yes, I do have it on mine at 2.5. What is all over Kyle Fletcher's face? He had like dots that he just had like a rash of pimples or something. I'm being serious.
A rash of pimples?
Yeah, he just had all like was glitter involved in this match at some point or something? What happened there? Jordan, what up? Hey everyone, God bless. Happy Saturday.
Nick.
What?
Right? This is more looking like a ladder war. Well, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Taco, they said 2.5 hours earlier. Fair enough. Well, normally collision's only 2 hours, so forgive us.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Taco.
Barito.
Right? War Raiders #1 contenders for the AAA tag titles. There you go. That's what happened. That's what you do after you get pancaked by Oba.
You get jobbed out from Oba, so you get evolved.
You go to Mexico. Later.
You flee the country because Oba Femi is coming for you.
Right? As right now we have a ladder bridge, Nick, from the corner to the middle of the ring. Both men.
Oh, this is gonna get scary.
We're gonna get a Canadian destroyer here.
We're gonna get something biting. We had Fletcher going for a superplex, and I don't know what Briscoe is about to try and hit on this man.
Right. Oh, big clap.
One of the 5 fingers hit in the face. Slap.
And like I said, we knew that this match was going to go well, right? Like we really did.
Right.
This is a pay-per-view, says Byron. Happy Family Day. Yeah, so shout out to all my fellow Canadians. It's a long weekend here. Happy Family Day. We have to celebrate families. Tell your family you love them. Tell them you miss them.
Shea Driller through the ladder.
That has to be it, right? That has to be
it.
He's
done. That's it. He's done. Right?
Mark down, though. Can Mark get to his feet quick enough? Holy shit breaks out.
But even Shivani, I hate to agree with Shivani, but even Shivani even saying, that's it, he's done, right?
Right? Huge.
Wee pompo. What?
Huge.
I almost thought it was wee woo, wee
woo. Wee woo. Down
what,
go.
Family Day? Family Day? We don't have that over here. My country, we don't care about your family.
Yeah, it was a made-up thing, and it wasn't everybody in our it wasn't every province, and then it picked up. Like we've only been doing it for 20 years, 15 years, maybe. We just added it in. It was like one of those election promises, like I'll give you an extra day off, and we're like, we vote.
Fair enough. I mean, we can use that. We got just President's Day, which that's different now.
U.S. and Canada Olympic hockey. Any thoughts? The women are in trouble. The American women look phenomenal. And the Canadian boys look strong. U.S. has a great team. But I'm very excited to see what Canada can do here because they're stacked. The good teams are stacked. Don't get me wrong, but I'm hoping tomorrow's a good game.
Oh
my god, dude! Oh my god!
A brain buster from the top of the ladder. So if it wasn't already over, it's definitely over now, right?
Fuck! Holy shit! Breaks out again. The mark came down. This
is the end of the show, right? We don't have anything else after this, right? Nothing following this.
How do you follow this?
This is them saying, all right, we're going to put you on in the middle of this, and especially Kyle Fletcher up there showing up and showing out for the hometown crowd.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal this show. This is going to be my show.
Right. I'm an honorary Canadian. Shout out. Australian Destroyer. Can we stop doing that to the poor move? Why is that the one move we can change the nationality of?
And no, it'd be a destroyer from down under.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh.
I'm learning so many Canadian holidays from this channel.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
Like, shit,
Educate
it's
them.
making me want to move.
Right?
Oh, we got another letter getting set up, though. What? Why is it that, like, the space-time continuum stops when a pro wrestler climbs a ladder? They all of a sudden, holy crap, he's a crapple.
Facts, right? Like, and it's like their shoes are magnetic, and the rungs get more magnetic as they go up. Like,
And
it's just
nothing's metal, though. Nothing's metal.
nothing, right? They're just. Why did you stop climbing and do this and start wiggling your
It
fingers?
looks like Mustafa Ali, Money in the Bank, and just stops and looks at Brock Lesnar. It's right there. Grab, drop, follow. You win. You can win by the time he gets in the ring.
Oh,
yo! Fletcher up now. He's gonna get it.
We got a wide shot. Fletcher looks in the clear.
Why did you take so long? You could have just won it after the brainbuster. You didn't need more than that.
You didn't. As Briscoe still there. You go. So they double down on Kyle at home. Gets the dub. A pretty good match. Yeah, a banger.
You see what I'm saying? He's got like the Statlander specs on his face and everything.
Right? Oh, don't start rumors. Don't start rumors.
Whoa now. But
allegedly. It's a little bit of sky blue.
Well, yeah, blue skies.
Red roses too.
I see skies of blue.
Briscoe down. Fletcher, your TNT champion. I'm, again, thanks for holding my belt. Thanks for keeping it warm. I'm right back where I was a few months ago, but we'll see what this means. No Okada. He kept his word.
But still, same as it ever was. Like, I still worry for Tommaso Ciampa of now what? Of we've come full circle, literally with this, of we're just back where we started.
Right.
Nothing has progressed.
No, yeah, it's like I think I said this on Wednesday, sometime this week, with somebody else, but I think it's the perfect example of it. Just feels like they're trying to get out of town, but they keep making laughs. They're like, Dev, we've seen this house before. Like, it just feels like fucking,
run it back.
Like, oh shit, we're here again. Oh shit, we're here again. Oh, Don Callis has a screwdriver again. Oh, Ricochet still not being booked. Oh, I guess we're back here again. Oh, Fletcher's with Callis doing, TNT stuff. Back here again. Like, it's funny.
All right. As I go hard cut to MJF Brody King video package.
Interesting. Why an edited show shouldn't feel rushed?
Well, they already had a technical issue with their first picture, so they've had more, almost as many technical issues as I think we might have had.
But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I can't even insult them for having issues. Happens. It happened to me. It could happen to you.
But we don't have Tony Khan, Shad Khan, billionaire, Daly's Place money, my guy. Oh, we'll chill out.
Yeah, well, chill. Let's go. You want me to say some nice things? Let's find it.
We'll do the Wrestling Observer Network Awards and everything.
I'll be caught so fast if I, you show up on a Wednesday and I'm just smiling like.
It's one of those. If we ever sell out, there will be signs. There will be clues. All of a sudden, Moxley's getting 5-star ratings of every AEW shows and 11 out of 10.
Right. Oh, Moxley's doing wonderfully tonight. So graceful. Oh,
how about them Jacksonville Jaguars? If I start cheering for the Jaguars over the Bills, there'll be signs.
Yeah. MJF retains his Triple B. Somebody asked who's a bigger Nepo baby. Where's that question? Triple H or Tony Khan? But, I mean, does Triple H count as a Nepo baby?
I mean, if you marry in, does it count? Or is it just straight bloodline?
I feel like it was like, I think ultimately it's one of the smoothest moves ever. Like,
hostile takeover, my guy.
It's a hostile takeover. I'm starting at the bottom. Now I'm here.
That man knew what he was doing. He wrote the playbook. Everyone just keeps running the play. That's the Spider 2Y banana of pro wrestling.
That's why when everyone's freaking out, he's just sitting at the podium smiling. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
We do what we do.
No. I went from fucking, Terra Rising to running the fucking show. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
As here comes MJF. All the sparkly sparkles.
So we're gonna go to commercial right before the world title with a half hour
10:03.
left. Now, if this is gonna be your last commercial, fine, but I don't think it's gonna be. But we're down to your world title, and why does this have to be MJF? I get Brody King snuck the victory. He's, one arguably right now the most talked about AEW wrestler one way or another. But MJF, if we're going off wrestling, MJF is who you have as your world champion in a wrestling promotion.
Yeah, I think it falls into the case of like Brody's a good guy, good story. It should be a monster in this company. You could have Brody. Like, I mean, if Brody was chasing Moxley around, I might be into something
Mhm.
like that because stylistically we can slow Brody down, right? Like
They look like a
Moxley,
team.
yeah, well, they could almost be a team. Fuck, it's better than the team he has. It'd be more conceivable that Brody would fuck some shit up, tip over the trailer outside if you pissed him
He's
off.
a Death Rider more than Wheeler Yuta or Daniel Garcia.
Facts. But I mean, ultimately, I think the belt has to be on the guy that draws, like the big draw of all of this. And right now it's MJF. You've already kind of set up, you've got a bunch of people circling the wagons. I just don't think now's the time. I don't think you've built for Brody to be the champion and keep going forward.
I know I'm wearing a scarf, but I'm going to ask the question of, but Brody's the most talked about wrestler right now in the company.
Yeah,
More people who don't even know what AEW is know who Brody King is,
yeah.
respectfully, right now.
Hmm.
So is that one of those? Do you ride the hot hand?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it with other wrestlers, and especially in this company, we saw like Wardlow sitting on the top of the cage, and the fans going nuts, and then kind of missing his shot. We've talked about others that have kind of gotten hot and not gotten enough love. It took a minute for Harley Cameron, where she caught fire, and I understand she's a bit of a difference, but ultimately the
Right.
fans were super there. With with Brody, again, I mean, it would be ballsy. It would be a ballsier move for Tony Khan to like. Everybody's talking about him. It's relevant. It's public, and if you want to support that, why not?
Well, I mean, it's gonna get you attention one way or another. And Danners, we haven't heard it yet out there,
There were videos going around of that apparently.
but we haven't seen a live of what makes it to air. That'll be interesting because then is it, the Warner Brothers Discovery story of we don't care, we're not pulling anything on this. Does Dave Meltzer get a minute amount of credibility if they mute it out or anything? If they edit
Um,
it?
no, I don't think so because I feel like if there was a little bit of truth to it, like Warner did have something to do with it, we probably wouldn't have heard anything. But because Warner
Valid.
felt compelled to stand up for themselves, I feel like I still think Meltzer's full of shit, and maybe that's my
Well,
bias.
that's
That
not full debatable, but
right, but on this one specifically, he continues to be full of shit.
yeah, I still wonder if they're gonna it'll be interesting to see if they just let it fly or if
Right.
they, if the censor button comes down.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't imagine. Well, there's two different things between censoring the crowd and pulling a guy that has not like you can't be mad at the guy. The crowd paid their ticket to do what they do. And again, it's funny that the Australians jumped into that chant. Like they just thought,
Yeah, been around the world and yeah.
are we
But
sure their drink
speaking of
wasn't
around
cold?
the what?
Are we sure their drinks just weren't a little cold? Like,
They just hate the ice machine at the concession stand.
right? Like, I don't
Somebody
know.
hit it too much and someone slipped and fell.
Right?
But
It's funny because
speaking,
I looked up Grand Slam. I was trying to figure out the tickets because someone asked
mm,
how many tickets moved, and the first thing that Dave Meltzer once again makes headlines for being unequivocally wrong when he claimed Warner Brothers pulled King. I love it. Like fuck, everyone knows
well,
he's a loser.
Absolutely. He has fallen on his face publicly at this point. But speaking of around the world, Jalen out there first time saying it's
Yeah,
currently 5 a.m. in South Africa. So
nice.
we got bros in different area codes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. 5 a.m. Oof. They still make that?
I'm every day for work, my
Yeah,
guy.
dude.
You can have
No,
that. Not even what I'm mad at. Them waking up on Friday mornings after a Thursday late night stream be real fun.
is it sting the ass a little harder when the TNA is a little
When
meh?
it's mid, when Anthony's even saying it's mid, that's when it's like, oh, I stayed up for this. But no,
Right.
I'm still hanging out with everybody, still talking to everybody.
Right. Well, and again, you don't want the fan base feeling that. You need people to stick around and watch these shows. MJF walks out into the crowd, stands on a chair, and does a little pose for the crowd, avoiding Brody as many would. Good
But
heel
I
work.
didn't hear the moment that we all know happened. So at least I don't know if it's
Did
because
they clip it?
America, I didn't see because when they did it is when they did the dark lights, like the UFC intro, and I don't even remember them doing that. So they might have just
Okay.
completely cut that out.
They might have.
Anyone who's watching live with us that we were talking and missed it or whatever, but
Yeah, let us
through
know.
my recollection, they cut it out.
Yeah, I didn't catch it. I know. I mean, we were kind of back and forth, but yeah, I mean, I think it would have stood out. We've caught. They're chanting something now. I'm trying to catch it. Fuck them up,
Right. Well,
Brody.
Jose, technically the FCC isn't involved in the Warner deal because it's between Warner and Netflix, not a broadcast company, so they don't need to worry about the current administration interfering.
That's interesting. And
Well, no, because it doesn't come into like making sure it's not a fucking monopoly and everything. Because I know Paramount's still going hard in the paint for it and everything, but
yeah, I heard Paramount's in a pickle, and that ultimately the shareholders feel like it's a safer decision to stick with the Netflix thing. Just the way I can't break down the nitty gritty. I won't do it here tonight, but it looks like things are moving forward comfortably with Warner, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to stop this. I know there's major concerns out there, but money talks.
right. But okay, so Jose saying he heard it even 316, they had
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, Danners. Well, Danners, you were there. I don't know if you're watching a replay, but
Right.
so I guess they did show it. Okay,
Oh,
so we missed it versus they
okay.
didn't show it.
It didn't go as long as I thought then.
They
But
will put an emphasis on it. You know,
right as Brody holding his leg and MJF sliding him out.
this is the cannonball in the corner. This is how you chop down the big man.
Yeah, again, they're going to deliver a good match. And I was really concerned after Kyle Fletcher's match against Briscoe for the ladder. Like, did we just eat the audience alive for the main event? And
Yeah.
they got right back up. MJF's music got them jumping again. They're super into Brody. So, I mean, they've actually held the crowd, I think, pretty good. And maybe Danner can speak to it, but I don't feel like the crowd's in a lull yet.
Is it the double-edged sword of you got them up with the ladder match, so they stayed up? Or is it one of those, if you would have spaced it, would they have gotten as high or louder here?
That's a good question. I like building, like incrementally building from match to match. Like, you get a half decent low card 3.5 minute match, and then a decent match to follow that, and a better match to follow that, and you work your way in
But
your
this
last.
is when you get like a Rock Hogan, and then you follow it up with a Triple H Chris Jericho.
Yeah, well, figure it out, boys. This is why top guys are supposed to be top guys. And I mean, again, that does, but to me, that's the exception more than the rule. The Triple H scenario, it didn't go well. But if you're world champions, he's teasing the kangaroo.
Kangaroo show, kangaroo show,
Kangaroo show.
kangaroo show.
Scuba Steve.
All right, you Scuba. Fuck you, Brody King. We're getting kangaroo kicks out here in Australia. Kangaroo show.
That's a great fucking movie. I don't think that movie gets enough love. That is a great fucking movie.
Because Adam Sandler.
What's wrong with Adam Sandler?
No, I'm just saying I think it's because of
Yeah,
feels like
I
he
get
gets
you.
lumped into that Adam Sandler collection. Like that would be you could do an Adam Sandler box set.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, his career has been outstanding, and the number of movies, and I mean, we're going back to the 90s. Like, I mean, it's
Would
crazy.
you do so if you had to do real quick, if you had to do, we'll say 4-disc or 5-disc box set for Adam Sandler, do you do Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore,
Happy
Big
Gilmore, Billy
Daddy, and
Madison,
then Billy Madison?
Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison for sure.
Waterboy's gotta be in there, so you do 5.
I think Mr. Deeds has to be in there. I like Mr. Deeds a lot.
Mr. Deeds with Big Daddy. So then
Big,
we're up to like 7 now in the box set.
oh, easily. 50 First Dates is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like we could be here all day.
8 Crazy Nights is a Christmas classic.
It'd be a technical foul to leave it out.
That's a technical foul.
Nick and I just turned into fucking Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles doing the fucking, yeah, get your CD today.
Well, folks, yeah, join us. Have you heard the greatest hits of Adam Sandler right now?
Would you like
Little
butter
Nicky,
on
Little
that,
Nicky,
sir?
Longest Yard.
So
And
the Longest Yard is maybe my that is such a go back movie for me. Like if I'm ever like, that is high on the list of just throw it on.
No, anger management, 100%. Anger management is my go-to.
Spanglish is cute.
Well, I just always with anger management, I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
I was just about to say the other one that fucking kills me.
Well, Uncut Gems is a newer one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I actually think Grown Ups 1 and 2 did well. They're funny as fuck. Maze.
Now you've gone to the beach here. That's the box set number 2.
I wouldn't. They weren't. Yeah, that's going on CD 2 for sure.
That's the bonus edition. That's the Electric 2 Boogaloo.
Yo, this one's underrated for sure. Pixel.
No, it's not. No. Boo.
What?
Trash.
That's so good.
It's trash.
My childhood.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's nostalgia bait. It's welcome to nostalgia the
100%.
Movie.
100%. I'm with you. I think it's good. I'm
trash.
with Chris. I like it, Chris. I think it's hilarious.
Now pronouncing Chuck and Larry. That Jose saying that's us. So are you Sandler or am I Kevin James? How are we doing this?
It might be the other way around on this.
You might be Paul Blart, my guy.
Those movies suck. But
Click. Click's actually emotional.
It's so sad.
It's the saddest Sandler movie.
Listen, the first time you pick up Click and you're like ready for like a Sandler movie, and then it's just fucking
sad.
It's such
you want to cry? Watch Click.
Oh God.
Yeah, it is Sadler. That is what it is. It is Sadler.
It's like Punch Drunk Love. Like what the fuck?
50 First Days isn't terrible.
I like that movie a lot. It's so fucking cute.
But that's on the box set number 2. Your like Tops is your Longest Yards, your Big Daddies, your Deeds, your Little Nickies, especially your Billy Madisons, your Happy Gilmores.
Yeah, you have kind of have the crown jewels of that universe. Happy Gilmore.
Those are that's the Infinity Stones. That's the Sandler MCU right there.
Right.
We talked all the way to a commercial break about Adam Sandler.
Yeah, we're in a commercial, by the way.
That match. Welcome to Tangents with KJ and Big Nick.
No, but Little Nicky, dude, the liners at all those fucking
good.
Release Popeye's chicken is the shit.
Yeah, but imagine being named Nick.
Yeah, right.
In like high school when that movie comes out.
Fast.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're Little Nicky, even though I'm Big Nicky. Pause.
It's Brody Topes on one leg. Little
and
Nicky.
Against on the knee though.
And it fits. It fits so perfect. Little Nicky.
No.
Wait till
And the sad thing, it's Valentine's Day. My little Nicky's on loan to somebody else right now.
Right.
The wedding singer's in your top 5. Yeah.
What's that? Wedding singer? No, sorry. Did we overlook the wedding
No,
singer?
I said that. That's got to be in.
That
has to be in that. That has to. That's one of those in your top Infinity songs. It has to be.
Yeah, that's on disc 1. That, even today, Valentine's Day, I want to grow old with you.
Is Airheads of with it's a Sandler movie because he's in it. Is Airheads with Brendan Fraser and all of that? Is that in there? Does that count as a Sandler movie? He's a cameo.
Maybe I don't even know if it's Happy Madison. But it's still I think maybe a bonus disc kind of thing, like the third.
That's
disc.
a pre-order exclusive. If you pre-order, it'll get included. That's the DLC.
Right. As right now, I do have MJF in pain. We do apologize for our Sandler tangent, but
no, we don't.
Sandler's the man, bro, and Brody's in charge right now. Oh, what the fuck? And Waterboy is on disc 1 for sure. Did we know?
Oh yeah, no, I said that for absolutely.
I just literally just hit me of like, did we not talk about?
Oh yeah, no, we did. As I got MJF bite. Well, it's fitting because MJF out there in Happy Gilmore too. So what comes around is all around, Ricky.
Facts.
Well, I was trying to remember the song that he's singing at the beginning in Happy Gilmore through the fucking speaker at the bottom of the apartments. And I was trying to remember the song. You all over and over and again.
You don't want to stay for
the night closes in. The night closes in.
One of my favorite things that clip all of that. Yeah, I hope you hear me.
Hey, clip it, clip that, clip this, clip then.
I hope we get a copyright for our beautiful rendition.
And just put someone, Anthony, if you can hear us, Geekbox, MDB, that's got editing skills, put us side by side with Sandler there. Side by side. Tonight closes.
Oh, God. You don't want breakfast?
With the hockey jersey on and everything. Don't mess with the Zohan. That's a disc. That's the second edition box set. That's that's phase 2. That's phase 2.
It's still got its moments, but it's one of the weaker ones.
Yeah, that's Jack and Jill will never be on one of these box sets. We can say that definitively.
Him playing his sister for as long as he did in that movie was awful.
Oh, cannonball! 1, 2,
Whoa,
2.
Oh, that's so funny. Lena Cross announced she's all elite 12 minutes ago. Shout out Damien for jumping on that one.
Jack and Jill was a waste of Al Pacino's talent. It was a waste of time and money.
How did they fuck it? Yeah, again, there must have been a bank load of money to get Al Pacino to do that.
Hooah!
How did they get him there? Hey, Al, are you bored? You want to do something fucking stupid?
You need a paycheck? You want to go up for a couple weekends? MJF hopping up with a Kata Hajime. Drops Brody to his knees.
You're going to have a crush on Adam Sandler's sister. Played by Adam Sandler.
Hooah!
Hooah!
Is Brody going to go out?
No.
Is MJF going to be the 5th wrestler in his own promotion to use the Kata Hajime?
Right? There's no way Brody's going out.
See, Christian asked you.
Oh, shit, Bandito!
Bandito! Don't give up.
Don't give up. You ran all the way to ringside to tell me that? No shit.
Thank you for the help. Well, he's got his hand in a brace. What happened?
Oh, shit. We'll come back to it. I just had another one. There's too many.
Well, no. Jose asking the real questions. Does Airhead count? We talked about that one.
Airhead's a priff. That's a bonus track.
That's the DLC. That's the pre-order DLC. Does Hot Chicks count? It's Happy Madison. Is that a Happy Madison production? Well, we're talking Sandler movies. But does Happy Madison count?
I don't know. Then we start getting into Grandma's Boys and shit. No wonder I think it's fucking hysterical. especially if you're on the vitamins, is That's My Boy.
Oh,
Maybe,
I never watched that. I didn't waste my time with that.
but go watch that tonight. What do you mean? That movie is fucking ridiculous.
I'll go watch Grandma's Boy before I watch that.
I love that movie. Let's go. But Brody hits the apron.
To the fucking move, boy. Dante.
That movie. What? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That was the king of the fucking jungle.
King of the fucking jungle, my guy. I think that's where I got the my guy from Dante. From Grandma's Boy. How much do clothes cost in the Matrix?
Right? You know we can see you, right?
Well,
No.
Mega agreeing with you. That's my boy. Is funny as F.
Dude, that movie is fucking hysterical. Like the way he taught, I'm not a bad. It is fucking brilliant. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out.
Fair enough. I haven't seen it, but MJF going
Through that
smashing
chair.
into a chair in a barricade there.
It's Donnie fucking Baga. Turd Nuggets, let's go.
I don't know if it's because I also just don't like Andy Samberg.
I don't like him either, but this movie is one of his better ones.
That's another fucking doubleheader that you could do is Grandma's Boy and Pineapple Express.
Yeah. Pineapple Express. I remember watching that in the drive-in theater.
I seen it. Are we gonna get a count out?
Brody's still down. Bandito's like just standing there. Thanks for coming, Bandito.
Well, does he help? Is it interference?
It's just a weird thing to have like your buddy come running down and cheer you on. Like, I don't get it really, unless he's gonna betray him.
I'm gonna run to bedside. You can do it, KJ. You can do it.
Right. Hot Rod.
I gotta get this man back in the ring. I can't win by count out.
I think That's My Boy is funnier than Hot Rod by a lot.
I didn't watch either. Again, both Andy Samberg movies. So again, you can kind of. I wasn't a big Brooklyn Nine-Nine guy either. I think kind of a bit.
I didn't think it was funny. Again, it's a lot of his like one-liners, zingers. I'm a silly guy.
It's Dane Cookie, and Dane Cook was cool for like 1999, but it's not that.
Right.
Oh, we got the ring. Still got the ring. The diamond ring.
But why was her face near the tire? Well, that was stupid. Yeah, a little convoluted, a little silly.
This is the most competent Remsburg has ever been as an official.
Yeah.
He's doing countouts. He's catching rings. All of this.
Booby Halloween, meh. The two that blended and just go with it. I mean, for Jennifer Aniston alone, that's pretty thumbs up.
Oh.
And Drew was the other one.
The drape over fucking chokehold here.
Make good comedies.
Who what?
Down he goes.
That's what Cajun comedian is, huh? Oh, Caucasian. I just read Cajun.
Who be now?
I was like, Louisiana? What?
Right.
Oh, getting plants MJF. 1, 2.
The pile driver.
Should he call that move the crushed ice?
Oh, wow, he should.
Tony, you can have that free of charge. Just go with it. What was with that place? What the hell are we talking about now?
Well, we're not just fucking.
We've gone full off the rails here. We're talking about bench warmers now with Rob Schneider.
Right. MJF, the young goat. Gonzo bomb.
Yeah. He was the Gonzo queen. Dropped hold MJF on the Brody. That camera just fucked off for a minute there.
Yeah, anyone else get like I mean, I know we went on a Sandler tangent, but it's just like I think we like even the crowd kind of tempered down right now.
This is what I worried and what we talked about before of this is following the ladder match. Normally a 2-hour show becomes 2.5 hours. We've kind of meandered here a bit of ooh, this is the show that never
It feels a
ends.
little long. Like it feels a little like, okay, we could have went home.
He's biting the knee now.
Ew.
Give me
There's
some
too
of that
much
sweet,
biting
sweet
in this
thigh meat, my
company.
guy. What?
There's too much fucking biting in this company. It's ridiculous.
Especially with the healthcare system in the US, my guy.
Right. Like, fuck, man. Like, again, I'm not like freaking out by any means, but there's a lot and it's just dumb.
Nair with the comment of the night. From biting wiener to biting kneecaps. We've gone from Okada out there biting the bits to now we're biting kneecaps. We're getting that sweet thigh meat all the way around.
Right head and shoulders, knees and toes.
Knees
Where do we go from here? He pulled the brace off and bit it. Like it's got to be so salty, bro. It's gross.
You needed that hydration, my guy.
Like
that salt lick. Should you have scrapped the tag match and then you kind of pace it out a little bit different? I think having this follow the ladder match we're seeing now was a bad decision because the crowd's burnt out at this point.
Yeah, I feel like you did a disservice. I mean, the match isn't bad, but we got distracted. The crowd seems a little quieter. It just feels like the cup runneth over and we can go home now.
Yeah, I got a bunch of Sandler movies I need to watch now. Now I'm going to just start listening to Put on Your Yummy.
Slappy Joe.
Slappy Joe. In Lunch Ladyland. Canteen Boy. What the? So we had the wins on the apron. Rolls him in 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Boom.
Quick and easy. But Brody, again, that's a good win for MJF over a big guy. Pushes him to the limit. I got no problem with that. A little bit of an abrupt ending to the match, like not really a nice flowing build to the finish. But again, overall, I think it was good. I just think they overstayed their welcome a little. The company, not the match.
Well, the halfway column A and column B, though, a little bit.
Right.
We didn't need the Bandito showing up to remind us of a better match that MJF had.
Yeah. No shit.
I think that having this go after the ladder match was the biggest mishandle tonight.
And I get it. We said it at the time, world champion. And I do believe, but you do have to like time and place it. Like maybe, here comes Hangman.
But this is what we've been building up to. And he's got the contract now.
Yeah. Like you can almost had the tag team match for the hair. Oh no, you couldn't do that there because who was in it. I'm just trying to think.
Do that. You do that after the ladder match and just that's your fucking everybody go and take a break.
Maybe. Yeah, and then you follow that with this. A little bit
exactly. You do. That's where I say at times you need to space. If you're not first, you're last.
So MJF and Paige mouthing off to each other, nose to nose.
And we still haven't over. It's 2.5 hours and we haven't overrun.
Yeah, we're into the overrun on the overrun. Made you flinch.
3 for flinching.
Made you flinch. Made you look.
Why does the big gong shit at the start of Hangman's music always now remind me of Gold Dust of like 24 Karat Productions? Sounds like it's about to start popping up.
Because he's getting closer and closer.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. As MJF's down, he has the contract, he has the pen, and we are just kind of like lacklusterly going off the air.
Yeah, well, no, Corey, I'll give you credit of if this was gonna. I'll say, I still think that the world title should have ended it. I think it should have been to where those shouldn't have had back to back. If you wanted to, I'll admit you could have had that, but I'm saying at least you shouldn't have done them back to back. You should have had that spacer in between, whether it's the women's tag match or the hair versus hair, the mixed tag match. You need a spacer in between. So I'm not fully wrong. I still stand in my position that the world title ends it, but you get that spacer in between so everybody can have catch their breath. Like we were sitting there rushing for the pause because we got allegedly 20 minutes or so left in the show.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, funny how things work out, but yeah, I mean, I think just because you knew the energy level and it being again, you have exceptions, not rules, so you don't always put the champion not in the final position, but you're in Australia with an Australian kid going for a title in a ladder match. Maybe this is the exception to said rule.
Well, fair. And then somebody said it. Richard, MJF should have been the opener, close the show with Fletcher. If you would have done that, then you know what?
That's what I
You
said.
can have that.
Yeah, I feel
I've preached if you're not last, you're first.
Yeah.
So then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think the bookend spots for these matches, and again, I'm a big advocate of you build to your main event, but I think this was an example of by the end of this show, it felt like everyone, like MJF sitting there, he's quiet, the crowd's kind of quiet. Yeah, I mean, it was
start
good.
there, you end with Fletcher, and you do Moxley to Takeshita as your tent pole in the middle at like the 9 o'clock hour or so. Especially with it being a draw, it's going to be, if you're looking back at it now, it's going to be a 20-minute match, and that's your middle of the show. That's your line of demarcation.
Pull them the rest of the way. I mean, I don't. Being that, I will say it. I thought Moxie's match was actually good. So, and it hurts me to say, like, maybe I give Takeshita credit that it's his fault that this match was better than I expected. It wasn't a bad Moxie match, and in the middle might have made sense. Then you kind of drop the other two matches kind of in between as the buffers. You go, like A B.
That's how you plan out a TV show. You go up and then you come down a little bit. You go back up, and it's a fucking roller coaster, my guy.
Right.
Well, what do I know? I don't work there.
Right. Thank you, Danners. All right, folks. We take a rating out of 10 for every single show. Get your ratings in. Let us know how you felt about it. All in all, I was not disappointed. I thought Kyle Fletcher and Briscoe was fun. We knew it was going to be. I thought overall it did extremely well. And again, it wasn't like a whole bunch of people, considering, Fletcher's in a faction with 84 people. It was clean. It was relatively clean. That was good shit.
That was good. Andrade versus Hangman was a good match.
Yeah.
Moxley versus Takeshita. You even said it. Granted, it might have been a bit more of the last minute, 30 seconds was what really made it a good match with Takeshita and Moxley. True. I'm an 8 out of 10 of you get an MJF, he retains champion. The ladder match was great. The ladder match is up there. I would say one of the better matches so far of 2026. So it's an 8 to me.
I think I'll match you, which is probably the highest score I've given Dynamite in quite a bit.
See, this is why you need me here. I'm
you're just
softener.
Convincing me.
I'm the fabric softener.
It was good. Grand Slam was good as far as a wrestling show goes from start to finish. Would we tweak a couple things? Are there still some glaring issues? For sure. But overall, I was entertained for 2 hours plus. The main event was good, just kind of got killed by the last one at the dance, right? Like, it's when you got to close out and big, Uncle Joey was just on. It's going to be a rough closing. And that's
when you're playing Stairway to Heaven and everybody's already left Homecoming, my guy. It doesn't exactly hit the same way.
Right. But ultimately a good show. To me, the Tony Storm, Orange Cassidy is the only thing that kind of made me want to pull the mark down a little further. I didn't love the match. I don't care for the match. I don't care about the storyline. Even that, like, Yuta got a haircut, but I guess we're saving Shafir's for later.
They said at the end of that match that the stipulation was because Wheeler Yuta got pinned, Wheeler Yuta is the one that will get shaved.
That's just stupid. Then why do it? That, like, the shock and awe is Shafir showing up as G.I. Jane.
Is that shock and awe, or is that Roddy just Happy Valentine's Day to me. My God.
Right.
He's out there suppling on that mother's milk. Pause.
Right. 7 out of 10 for this Valentine's Day. It's an 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Brawling Birds making tag team debut on Wednesday. Yeah, okay. The Brawling. What happened to poor Jamie Hayter? Remember Jamie Hayter was like the shit?
And she was a former world champion.
Right.
She was one of the hottest things. She was Tony Storm before Tony Storm.
Fucking
and then now we're out here with the Brawling Birds.
The Brawling Birds.
Come on, my guy. If you get Lyra Valkyria out there, we just got the Birds, the fucking movie with Hitchcock.
7 out of 10 Sandlers. MJF and Hangman face-to-face on Wednesday. 6.5. Okay. Chair's consistent. I like that. AEW needs to push more main wrestlers on the main event, just like WWF did back in the day. No, okay, back in the day. I said we were having a typo. Yeah, I mean, we kind of talk about this all the time, pushing the right guys at the right time.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze for half a second.
Well, that's allowed.
I suddenly just touched my nose and it just went away.
I
just didn't getting caught it with a chance of meatballs down. Taking you get back in there.
Samuel jumping in with a very creative 6-7, or 6 out of 7 maybe. 8 out of 10. Honestly, a solid show. I'm with you. I really am. I mean, I thought it was good. I was entertained. 6.5 heartbeats. 8 out of 10. I was gonna say it's supposed to be a roller coaster, but you beat me to it, Nick. There you go. Kindred.
First act, second act, third act. That's how it goes. That's storytelling 101. And sadly enough, at times, wrestling seems to think we can just deviate from that of I'm going to be fucking creative. No, there's a reason why foundational things are foundational things.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, maybe Tony should go on a European tour and force him to like overbook all these shows. But this was a great show tonight. He's gonna have to carry the show, like the momentum, back into Dynamite and build towards Revolution. And again, as long as I think the positive, if you're an AEW fan, is shows like these again strengthen the argument that there's a lot of talent here. They can do it.
The matches are never the issue. The booking around them, the afterbirth, the peripheral shit is always the issue. It's like having a car. The engine's never the issue. It's the door doesn't open, the side mirror is knocked off, the fucking tail light doesn't work here. That's the issue.
Right? Kind of. Yeah, I mean, you're right? Like it's all the other. I mean, it almost feels like it's like the GPS is broken and I have no fucking clue where I'm going. That's what it feels like on a given Wednesday. We're just driving around.
But we will reach our destination.
Grand Slam Sandler. I almost said Slandler. Sandler, let's go.
What is Dave Meltzer, the Grand Slandler?
All right. Thank you so much, Jose, for the $1.99. What cop out? Like Cop Out the movie, or what are you? What a cop out!
That's actually not a bad movie. That's like we're gonna go to Kevin Smith now. No, hell no. But that's another good terrible B movie. But Jose, I think, summed up the name of the theme of the stream tonight of Grand Sandler.
Yeah,
what tonight was.
That was tonight's Grand Sandler show. Full live in effect. And again, you always know when the wrestling's kind of taking a dip because we wander. We were just like normal fans. Like we start talking about Sandler movies because I'm not.
And what did you have for dinner?
Fucking hell, right? Shafir should have lost her hair too. I agree. Kindred Lamar.
Y'all gotta pray for me. No.
Samuel, how was there no energy? I don't know what I missed there. I hope Wednesday Night Dynamite, the crowd chants you're bald at Wheeler. They probably will. But now, are you mad if you're Ricochet because now Wheeler's stealing your bald gimmick?
Oh, so shithead number 1 stole shithead number 2's gimmick?
Should have a fight.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Again, I mean, Ricochet talks a lot of shit, but he's not getting booked a whole lot. I'm sorry, bro. Facts are facts.
But he's the national champion. He's 4th mid-card champion in AEW. Don't you know how prominent that is?
Yeah.
Because in AEW, or if he was still in WWE, he'd be only their 3rd mid-card champion.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're going to talk as much shit as you do, this is why he's so insecure online. And I know I gave him all the props. I got a whole promo on how Ricochet's getting hate and blah, 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 but they don't book him significantly. So, it's funny because he talks a lot of shit, but there's no walk to his talk. He looks bad.
I opine for the days where they were throwing literal rolls of toilet paper at this man. That's when he was actually over as a heel. Now it's just go away.
WWE hurt my legacy. You went and got toilet paper thrown at you. Come on.
AEW is PWG with a budget.
A lot of people have said that. And a lot of nights, facts is the answer to that.
Clip this there. Put this in the fucking time capsule, and I bet you it'll age like fine wine.
Right. No more jobbers for the main event. Brody King's a jobber. MJF's a jobber. AEW are all mid-card jobber wrestlers. It's harsh. I don't know.
MJF is not a jobber.
Oh.
MJF is not a jobber. Not even a little bit, especially when he at one point was arguably the hottest thing in pro wrestling and was going to be the hottest free agent, and then showed up with a calf tattoo after a terrible devil storyline of they've managed to fumble the first round draft pick, I would say, a bit with AEW when it comes to MJF. Of this would be like the Raiders when they draft Fernando Mendoza. MDB, I know you're still listening, can hear me. When your team, the Raiders, draft the Indiana quarterback in the first round with the first pick and everything, and they turn around and he's throwing interceptions and you're getting 2-17 and all that, that'll be what happens. That's AEW with MJF a wee bit.
There you go, folks. There you go. And if you know, you know. But all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show tonight. That is Grand Slam. Good job by AEW. Keep this energy. Maybe rethink, look at your card before you put it on TV. And, oh shit, maybe the ladder match is going to be a little hotter than the not ladder match. But all in all, a fair score. I think they did well tonight. I thought there was good energy. Our buddy Danner almost confirms it. All but confirmed it. So good job tonight, Nick. I mean, fuck. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, well, and I know it's not popping up on our end, but I see it on the front end of Boston out there saying we need to have a show dedicated to people learning what wrestling terms mean. And I think we try and do that, at least once a stream or anything, or maybe we need to start throwing that into the original content.
We gotta make that a fucking series around here. We really
Hook
should.
on phonics when it comes to wrestling terms, so people understand what a jobber really is, what a mark is, what a work and a shoot is, all of that.
Yeah, I think we'd have a lot of fun with that. Again, it's definitely something we'd highly consider, just the ABCs of wrestling.
The definition, and we'll write out the definition. And by the end of the stream, we have to fully have a written definition of what that word means.
There will be a quiz.
There will be grades. There will be scores. We will have midterms. What?
Got that one, just making sure. But that's it, folks. That's the show. We were back at it on Monday for Raw. Raw is going to be exciting. We're building towards Elimination Chamber, more qualifiers, AJ Lee, and so much more. Like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, and happy weekend, everybody. Thank you for making us a part of it. To everyone having a fun Valentine's Day, love somebody. Maybe love yourself. Whatever it is, make sure you got a smile on your face. Big I love you to both of our misses that make this, believe it or not, they make these channels possible, folks. This channel's possible.
They do exist. It's like Santa Claus in the M&M commercial. Right? They do exist.
So Miss Big Nick, Miss Every Night. Shout out to both of them, and nothing but love. I'm going to go hang out with my Dutchie.
Yeah, past. No, I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you put that for life with it. Make the neighbors know my name, my name,
See you on the flip side of the pillow, folks. Good night.